say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare
Right, quick, march.
Gordon M. Amith Jr.,
Edmiro Abad,
Marie Rose Abad,
Andrew Anthony Abate,
Vincent Paul Abate,
Lawrence Christopher Abel,
Alana Abraham,
William F. Abrahamson,
Richard Anthony Aceto,
Heinrich Bernard Ackerman,
Paul Aquaviva,
Christian Adams,
Donald Leroy Adams,
Patrick Adams,
Shannon Lewis Adams,
Stephen George Adams,
Ignatius Udo Adanga,
Christy A. Adamo,
Terrence Edward Adderley Jr.,
Sophia B. Otto,
Lee Adler,
Daniel Thomas Aflito,
Emmanuel Akwazi Afwakwa,
Alak Agarwal,
Mukul Kumar Agawala,
Joseph Agnello,
David Scott Agnes,
Joao Alberto da Francesca Aguilar Jr.,
Brian G. Ahern,
Jeremiah Joseph Ahern,
Joanne Marie Aladiatas,
Sabar Ahmed,
Terrence Andre Aiken,
Godwin O. Ashala,
Trudy M. Alagero,
Andrew Alamino,
Margaret Ann Alario,
Gary M. Albero,
John Leslie Albert,
Peter Craig Alderman,
and my Uncle Martin Lizzle. We love you, we miss you, we think about you every day, and continue to keep watching over me and my family.
and my nephew and friend, firefighter Peter J. Carroll. We all love you, we all miss you, especially your smile. You'll be so proud of your 3 beautiful grandchildren.
Jacqueline Delane Aldridge Frederick,
David D. Alger,
Ernest Akios,
Edward L. Allegretto,
Eric Allen,
Joseph Ryan Allen,
Richard Dennis Allen,
Richard L. Allen,
Christopher E. Allingham,
Anna S. W. Allison,
Janet Marie Alonzo,
Anthony Alvarado,
Antonio Javier Alvarez,
Victoria Alvarez Brito,
Telmi E. Aver,
Cesar Amaranto Alviar,
Tariq Amanulaha,
Angelo Amaranto,
James M. Amato,
Joseph Amatuccio,
Paul W. Ambrose,
Christopher Charles Amoroso,
Craig Scott Anderson,
Kazuhiro Anai,
Calixto Anaya Jr.,
Joseph P. Anchundia,
Kermit Charles Anderson,
Yvette Constance Anderson,
John Jack Andrea Keogh,
Michael Rourke Andrews,
Jean Ann Andruki,
Su Nia Ang,
Joseph Angelina Sr.,
Joseph John Angelini Jr.,
David Lawrence Agnell,
Mary Lynn Edwards Angel,
Gloria Angeletta,
Doreen J. Angrosini,
Lorraine Angeletta Antigua,
Sima David Aoyama,
and my mom, Frances Harrows. Hi, Mom. Today we gather to share memories and to pray for our beloved departed and their families. My mom, Frances, was 76 years old on 9/11 and was no one that would stick out in the crowd. That is, unless it were not for her acts of love. She was a loving wife. Ironically, her husband, my father, built and dug out the very foundations of this building at the very beginning. She was a great and sacrificing mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. And she was also a great friend. After her death, I heard so many great secret ways in which she provided comfort and emotional support to all who asked for her. Mom, I will never forget you with the abundance of love you gave me. And one more thing, if I may. This year, a representative of the House referred to our loss as just another incident. This year, a network commentator said the president's performance in Helsinki was a traitorous act, as was 9/11. And last week, a senator attacked a Supreme Court nominee and called him a racist for alleged comments after 9/11. Stop. Stop. Please, stop using the bones and ashes of our loved ones as props in your political theater. Their lives, sacrifices, and death are worth so much more. Let's not trivialize them or us. It hurts. To my mom and to all of you and your loved ones, never forget.
and my grandfather, Michael St. Philip, whom I'm named after. We love and miss you every day, Papa Mikey.
Peter Paul Apollo,
Faustino Apostle Jr.,
Frank Thomas Aquilino,
Patrick Michael Araños,
David Gregory Arche,
Michael George Archinsky,
Louis Arena,
Barbara Jean Arastegui,
Adam P. Arias,
Michael J. Armstrong,
Jack Charles Aaron,
Joshua Todd Aaron,
Richard Avery Arono,
Myra Joy Aronson,
Japhet Jesse Arier,
Carl Francis Asaro,
Michael A. Asiak,
Michael Edward Asher,
Janice Marie Ashley,
Thomas J. Ashton,
Manuel O. Asidembe,
Greg A. Atlas,
Gerald Thomas Atwood,
James Autofred,
Louis F. Aversano Jr.,
Ezra Alviez,
Sandy Ayala,
Arlene T. Barbaquitas,
Eustace R. Bacchus,
John J. Bakliaka,
Jane Ellen Baszler,
Brett T. Bailey,
Andrew J. Bailey,
Tanya Bakalinskia,
Garnet Ace Bailey,
Sharon M. Balcom,
Michael S. Baksh,
Catherine Fantis,
Michael Andrew Bain, and my uncle Łukasz Tomasz Milewski, 21 years old. I'm so sad I never got to meet you, but from what my mom told me, you're an amazing person. There's not one day that I do not think about you. You are not forgotten.
and my father, Carl Francis Asaro,
Gerard Baptiste,
Walter Baron,
Gerard A. Barbara,
Paul Vincent Barbaro,
James William Barbella,
Victor Daniel Barbosa,
Christine Jana Barbuto,
Colleen Ann Barco,
David Michael Barkway,
Matthew Barnes,
Melissa Rose Barnes,
Evan J. Barron,
I'll get you. Sheila Patricia Barnes,
Renee Barrett Arjun,
Arthur Thaddeus Barry,
Diane G. Barry,
Maurice Vincent Barry,
Scott D. Bart,
Carlton W. Bartles,
Guy Barsby,
Ina B. Bassina,
Alicia Christine Burton Balsmagian,
Kenneth William Bosnicki,
Stephen Joseph Bates,
Paul James Battaglia,
W. David Bauer,
Ivan Luis Carpio Bautista,
Marilyn Capito Bautista,
Mark Lawrence Bavis,
Jasper Baxter,
Lorraine G. Bay,
Michelle Beal,
Todd M. Beamer,
Paul Frederick Beattini,
Jane S. Beatty,
Alan Anthony Bevan,
Lawrence Ira Beck,
Mamet Marie Beckles,
Carl John Bedigian,
Michael Ernest Beekman,
and my cousin, Brian Canizaro. You are missed every day, but please know you can rest in peace, knowing that what you did in life as a firefighter, husband, and father echoes in eternity.
and my husband, Benjamin Keith Clark. You will always be our hero. You will always be loved. You will always be missed. We thank you for the legacy and the foundation that you set. My husband was a chef, and he went back into the building after getting hundreds out and tried to carry a woman out that was a quadriplegic from the 88th floor. He and 3 maintenance workers, they never made it out, but he'll always be our hero.
Maria A. Bear,
Max J. Bilkey,
Yelena Belanowski,
Nina Patrice Bell,
Debbie S. Bellows,
Stephen Elliott Belson,
Paul M. Benedetti,
Denise Lenore Benedetto,
Brian Craig Bennett,
Eric L. Bennett,
Olivia Bennett,
Margaret L. Benson,
Dominic J. Berardi,
James Patrick Berger,
Stephen Howard Berger,
John P. Bergen,
Alvin Bergson,
Daniel David Bergstein,
Graham Andrew Berkeley,
Michael J. Berkeley,
Donna M. Bernards,
David W. Bernard,
William H. Bernstein,
David M. Beret,
David Shelby Berry,
Joseph John Berry,
William Reed Befke,
Yanene Betru,
Timothy B. Betterly,
Carolyn Mayer Bugh,
Edward Frank B.A.,
Paul Michael Byer,
Anil Tehiram Bhavani,
Beller J. Buchan,
Shimmy D. Bergelson,
Peter Alexander Bielfeld,
William G. Biggert,
Brian Eugene Bilcher,
Mark Bingham,
Carl Vincent Beanie,
and my brother, firefighter Paul Hanlon Keating. Paulie, we think about you every day, and the family misses you.
and my beloved son Joshua Todd Aaron. We miss you every day and we love you forever.
Gary Eugene Bird, Joshua David Birnbaum, George John Bishop, Chris Romeo Bushendat.
Jeffrey Donald Bittner.
Albert Baliwa Blackman, Jr.
Christopher Joseph Blackwell.
Carrie Rosetta Blackburn.
Susan Leigh Blair.
Harry Blanding, Jr.
Janice Lee Blaney.
Craig Michael Blass.
Rita Blau.
Richard Middleton Blood, Jr.
Michael Andrew Bacardi.
John Paul Bacci.
Michael L. Bocchino.
Susan L. Bocchino.
Dira Francis Bodley.
Bruce Douglas Bohm.
Mary Catherine Murphy Bofa.
Nicholas Andrew Bogdan.
Darren Christopher Bohan.
Lawrence Francis Oiseau.
Vincent M. Boland Jr.
Tori Hamzavi Lorshi.
Alan Bonadurenko.
Andre Bonhor Jr.
Colin Arthur Bonnet.
Frank J. Bonamo.
Yvonne Lucia Bonomo.
Sean Booker Sr.
Kelly Ann Booms.
Canfield D. Boone.
Mary Jane Booth.
Sherry Ann Bordeaux.
Christine Bordenave.
Jerry J. Borg.
Martin Michael Borashevsky.
Richard Edward Bosco.
And my mother, Susan Klein. We love and miss you very much. Rest in peace.
And my sister-in-law, Ann Marchese. We think of you every day. We love you very much. You're never far from our hearts and always in our thoughts and prayers. And we know we'll see you again in heaven one day. God bless you.
Klaus Botha.
Carol Marie Bouchard.
J. Howard Bolton.
Francisco Eligio Buzer.
Thomas Harold Bowden Jr.
Donna M. Bowen.
Kimberly S. Bowers.
Verani Nicole Bowers.
Larry Bowman.
Sean Edward Bauman Jr.
Kevin L. Bowser.
Gary R. Box.
Gennady Boyarsky.
Pamela Boyce.
Alan P. Boyle.
Michael Boyle.
Alfred J. Braca.
Sandra Kanati Brace.
Kevin U. Brecken.
Sandy Wa Bradshaw.
David Brian Brady.
Alexandra Brudninsky.
Nicholas W. Brandemarty.
Daniel Raymond Brandhorst.
David Reed Gamboya Brandhorst.
Michelle Renee Bratton.
Patrice Brout.
Lydia Estelle Bravo.
Ronald Michael Breitweiser.
Edward A. Brennan III.
Frank H. Brennan.
Michael E. Brennan.
Peter Brennan.
Thomas Moore Brennan.
Daniel J. Brethel.
Gary Lee Bright.
Jonathan Eric Briley.
Mark A. Brisman.
Paul Gary Bristow.
Marion R. Britton.
And my brother and hero, Port Authority police officer, David P. LaMagne, who believed in something even when it meant to sacrifice everything.
And my mother, Barbara P. Walsh. Remembering you is so very easy, Mom. We do it every single day. But missing you is a terrible heartache that never goes away. Keep watching over us, Mom. Send us those rainbows. We love you so much, and God bless America.
Mark Francis Broderick.
Herman Charles Brockhammer.
Keith A. Broomfield.
Bernard C. Brown II.
Janice J. Louise Brown.
Lloyd Stanford Brown.
Patrick John Brown.
Bettina B. Brown Radburn.
Mark Bruce.
Richard George Bruhert.
Andrew Brunn.
Vincent Edward Brunton.
Ronald Booka.
Brandon J. Buchanan.
Greg J. Buck.
Dennis Buckley.
Nancy Claire Boucher.
Patrick Joseph Buse.
John Edward Bulaga Jr.
Stephen Bruce Bunin.
Christopher L. Burford.
Matthew J. Burke.
Thomas Daniel Burke.
William Francis Burke Jr.
Charles F. Burlingame III.
Thomas E. Burnett Jr.
Donald J. Burns.
Kathleen Ann Burns.
Keith James Burns.
John Patrick Burnside.
Irina Buslow.
Milton G. Bastillo.
Thomas M. Butler.
Patrick Dennis Byrne.
Timothy G. Byrne.
Daniel M. Caballero.
Jesus Neptali Cabezas.
Lillian Caceres.
Brian Joseph Cachia.
Stephen Dennis Cafiero Jr.
And my uncle, Captain Daniel J. Brethel, FDNY. We love you and miss you every day, Uncle Danny.
And my son, Joseph Anthony Agabachi. We miss you, and boy, do we love you.
Richard Michael Caggiano.
Cecile Maria Cagicla.
John Brett Cahill.
Michael John Cahill.
Scott Walter Cahill.
Thomas Joseph Cahill.
George C. Kane.
Salvatore B. Calabro.
Joseph M. Calandrillo.
Philip V. Calcagno.
Edward Calderon.
Jose O. Calderon Olmedo.
Kenneth Marcus Caldwell.
Dominic E. Calia.
Felix Bobby Caliste.
Francis Joseph Callahan.
Liam Callahan.
Suzanne M. Cali.
Gino Luigi Calvi.
Rocco Camage.
Michael F. Camarata.
David O.D. Campbell.
Jeffrey Thomas Campbell.
Robert Arthur Campbell.
Sandra Patricia Campbell.
Sean Thomas Canavan.
John A. Candela.
Vincent A. Cangelosi.
Stephen J. Cangelosi.
Lisa Bella Canava.
Brian Canasaro.
Michael R. Canty.
Louis Anthony Caparici.
Jonathan Neff Capello.
James Christopher Cappers.
Richard Michael Caproni.
Jose Manuel Cardona.
Dennis M. Carey Sr.
Edward Carlino.
Michael Scott Carlo.
And my father and guardian angel, Cesar Amaranto Alvar. We miss you and love you always.
And my grandfather, Joseph Biscadlo, even though I've never met you, I'll never forget you. I love you.
David G. Carlone.
Rosemary C. Carlson.
Mark Stephen Carney.
Joyce Ann Carpenetto,
Jeremy Kaz Carrington,
Michael T. Carroll,
Peter J. Carroll,
James Joseph Carson Jr.,
Christopher Mikael Karstanjan,
Angeline C. Carter,
James Marcel Cartier,
Sharon Ann Carver,
Vivian Casaldic,
John Francis Casaza,
Paul Reagan Casillo,
Nellie Ann Hefferman Casey,
William Joseph Cashman,
Thomas Anthony Casoria,
William Otto Casper,
Alejandro Castano,
Arcelia Castillo,
Leonard M. Castriano,
Jose Ramon Castro,
William E. Caswell,
Richard G. Cardarelli,
Christopher Sean Caton,
Robert John Caulfield,
Mary Teresa Caulfield,
Judson Cavalier,
Michael Joseph Corley,
Joseph David Kane,
Juan Armando Cabalas,
Marcia G. Cecile Carter,
Jason Michael Cefalu,
Thomas Joseph Selick,
Anna Mercedes Centano,
Joni Sester,
John C. Chada,
Jeffrey Mark Chernoff,
Swarna Chalasani,
and my sister Vivian Casaldic. Vivian, you were the Jan Brady of us all. With the five of us, we always knew the rest of us were adopted, and you weren't. You were so different. We love and miss you. Your mother prays for you every day and hopes to see you soon.
and my wife, Arlene Ava Freed. We will never forget your smile, and we all love you.
William A. Chalkoff,
Eli Chalu,
Charles Lawrence Chan,
Mandy Chang,
Rosa Maria Chapa,
Mark Lawrence Charette,
David M. Charleboy,
Gregorio Manuel Chavez,
Pedro Francisco Checo,
Douglas McMillan Cherry,
Stephen Patrick Cherry,
Vernon Paul Cherry,
Nestor Julio Chevalier Jr.,
Swede Joseph Xavier,
Alexander H. Chiang,
Dorothy J. Chichero,
Luis Alfonso Chimbo,
Robert Chin,
Eddie Wing Wei Ching,
Nicholas Paul Chiaffo,
John G. Chapora,
Peter A. Chichurlo,
Catherine Ellis Trules,
Keyoung P. Casey Cho,
Abul K. Chowdhury,
Mohammed Salhudi Chowdhury,
Kristen Lael Christoph,
Pamela Chu,
Stephen Paul Chuknik,
Wei Ching Chung,
Christopher Chiaferdini,
Alex F. Ciccone,
Francis Ann Salente,
Elaine Silo,
Edna Cintron,
Nestor Andre Cintron III,
Robert D. Siri Sr.,
Juan Pablo Sinceros,
Benjamin Keith Clark,
Eugene Clark,
and my brother-in-law, firefighter Robert Curatolo, Engine 39, Ladder 16. Rob Finn, we are always your fans. You're a son, brother, husband, uncle, and cousin and friend who possessed an incredible soul. It seems like that's the case for all the 3,000 innocent people we honor today. We miss that soul, that light, and the compassionate way you lived your life most about not having you with us. Your memory and legacy live on strongly in your family and friends who have served, are serving, or are currently pursuing service to protect the city, either as a member of the FDNY or NYPD. They continue to honor your memory and all of those who were lost on September 11th.
Yvette Moreno, and my brother, Kevin Joseph Froley. We miss you and love you, baby brother. May God bless you and may God bless America.
Gregory Allen Clark.
Manny Leroy Clark.
Sarah M. Clark.
Thomas R. Clark.
Christopher Robert Clark.
Donna Marie Clark.
Michael J. Clark.
Saria Rachel Emma Clark.
Kevin Francis Cleary.
James D. Clear.
Jeffrey W. Cloud.
Susan Marie Klein.
Stephen Coakley.
Jeffrey Allen Cole.
Patricia A. Cody.
Daniel Michael Coffey.
Jason Matthew Coffey.
Florence G. Cohen.
Kevin S. Cohen.
Anthony Joseph Caladonato.
Mark Joseph Caleo.
Stephen J. Caleo.
Christopher Michael Colasanti.
Kevin Nathaniel Colbert.
Michelle P. Colbert.
Keith E. Coleman.
Scott Thomas Coleman.
Terrell Coleman.
Liam Joseph Calhoun.
Robert D. Colon.
Robert J. Call.
Jean Marie Collin.
John Michael Collins.
Michael L. Collins.
Thomas Joseph Collins.
Joseph Kent Collison.
Jeffrey Dwayne Coleman.
Patricia Malia Kolodner.
Linda M. Cologne.
Saul E. Cologne.
And my uncle, Ian Schneider, who we miss in the good times and the bad, but especially the good because he made everything that much more fun. Yo, dude.
And my godfather and uncle, Richard Samuel Gabriel, we love and miss you every day. I brought your favorite sunflowers, and I know my Uncle Richie would want to thank the first responders who died trying to save his life, especially Battalion Chief Oreo Palmer and Fire Marshal Ronald Buca. And he'd also want me to say that my thoughts and prayers are with everybody fighting 9/11 related illnesses, including those who have already passed.
Ronald Edward Comer.
Jaime Concepcion.
Albert Conde.
Denise Connolly.
Susan P. Conlon.
Margaret Mary Connor.
Cynthia Marie Lees Connolly.
John E. Connolly Jr.
James Lee Connor.
Jonathan M. Connors.
Kevin Patrick Connors.
Kevin F. Conroy.
Brenda E. Conway.
Dennis Michael Cook.
Helen D. Cook.
Jeffrey W. Combs.
John A. Cooper.
Julian T. Cooper.
Joseph John Capo Jr.
Gerard J. Capola.
Joseph Albert Corbett.
John J. Corcoran III.
Alejandro Cordero.
Robert Joseph Cordice.
Ruben D. Correa.
Danny A. Carrera Gutierrez.
Georgine Rose Corrigan.
James J. Corrigan.
Carlos Cortez Rodriguez.
Kevin Michael Cosgrove.
Dolores Marie Costa.
Digna Alexandra Costanza.
Charles Gregory Costello Jr.
Michael S. Costello.
Asia S. Cotton.
Conroy Kofi Katoy Sr.
Martin John Culligan.
John G. Coughlin.
Timothy J. Coughlin.
James E. Cove.
And my father, John T. Nazo. We love and miss you.
And my uncle, Frank Garfey. There's not a day that goes by that we miss your beautiful smile. The family misses you and loves you, Frankie.
Andre Colin Cox.
Frederick John Cox.
James Raymond Coyle.
Michelle Coyle Yulo.
Christopher Seaton Kramer.
Eric A. Cranford,
Denise Elizabeth Krant,
James Leslie Crawford Jr.,
Robert James Crawford,
Tara Kathleen Creamer,
Joanne Mary Cregan,
Lucia Crifasi,
John A. Creashy,
Daniel Hall Chrisman,
Dennis A. Cross,
Kevin R. Crotty,
Thomas G. Crotty,
John R. Crow,
Wells Remy Crowther,
Robert L. Cruikshank,
John Robert Cruz,
Grace Alegre Kua,
Kenneth John Cubas,
Francisco Cruz Cubero,
Thelma Cuccinello,
Richard Joseph Cudina,
Neil James Cudmore,
Richard Thomas Patrick Cullen III,
Joan Cullinan,
Joyce Rose Cummings,
Brian Thomas Cummins,
Michael Joseph Cunningham,
Robert Curatolo,
Lawrence Damian Curia,
Paul Dario Curoli,
Patrick Joseph Caravan,
Beverly L. Curry,
Andrew Peter Charles Curry Green,
Michael Sean Curtin,
Patricia Cushing,
and to our loved one, Bruce Edward Simmons, Cy, you're always in our hearts. Godspeed. Thanks for the memories.
and my cousin, firefighter Michael Edward Roberts. We love you and we miss you every day.
Gavin Cushney,
Khalib Aaron Deck,
Carlos S. DaCosta,
Jason M. Dahl,
Brian Paul Dale,
John Delara,
Vincent Gerard Damadeo,
Thomas A. Damaskinos,
Jack L. Dembrasi Jr.,
Janine Damiani Jones,
Manuel Jao Damota,
Patrick W. Denahi,
Mary D'Antonio,
Vincent G. Dans,
Dwight Donald Darcy,
Elizabeth Ann Darling,
Annette Andrea Dataram,
Edward A. Datari,
Michael D. Dioria,
Lawrence Davidson,
Michael Allen Davidson,
Scott Matthew Davidson,
Titus Davidson,
Narika Davila,
Ada M. Davis,
Clinton Davis Sr.,
Calvin Dawson,
Anthony Richard Dawson, Edward James Day,
William Thomas Dean,
Robert J. DeAngelis Jr.,
Thomas Patrick DeAngelis,
Dorothy Alma De Aruro,
Ana Gloria Pocasangre Di Barrera,
Tara E. Debeck,
James D. Debanur,
Anna M. Debin,
James V. De Blasi Jr.,
J. Sorrell Malabuyak De Chavez,
and my beloved sister, Claudia Alicia Foster. Today marks 17 years since you were taken from us. In those 17 years, your spirit continues to live on in my heart and in my memories. You never got a chance to meet your beautiful nieces and nephews, but we tell Jaden, Valentina, Ella, and Teo about the loving, compassionate, and giving person you were to us all. Mommy and Daddy want me to tell you that they love you, Yayita. I know that you are our guardian angel and continue to watch over us all. We love you and miss your beautiful smile each and every day. Sylvia, Carla, and I say, tag, you're it. Thank you.
and my brother, the greatest brother of all time, Louis
Jimenez Jr. We still miss you. Love you.
Paul DeCola,
Gerard F. DeCanto,
Simon Marash Deshvukaj,
Jason Christopher DeFazio,
David A. DeFeo,
Jennifer De Jesus,
Monique Effie De Jesus,
Nereida De Jesus,
Emmy De La Peña,
Donald Arthur Del Panta,
Azucena Maria De La Torre,
Vito Joseph De Leo,
Danielle Ann Deli,
Andrea De La Bella,
Joseph A. Della Pietra,
Palamina Del Gatti,
Colleen Ann DeLowry,
Joseph De Luca,
Manuel Del Valle Jr.,
Francis Albert De Martini,
Anthony DeMoss,
Martin N. DeMel,
Francis Deming,
Carol Reyes De Mitz,
Kevin Dennis,
Thomas Francis Dennis Sir,
Jean C. De Palma,
Jose Nicolas De Peña,
Robert John Durrani,
Michael De Lorenzo,
David Paul DeRubio,
Jamel Legacy De Santis,
Christian Luis De Simone,
Edward De Simone III,
Andrew J. Desperito,
Michael Drew Desperito,
Cindy Ann Duell,
Melanie Louise De Verdi,
Jerry DeVito,
Robert P. DeVitt Jr.,
and my brother TJ Hargrave.
and my loving sister Abby. We miss you every day. We think of you, and we have the hope that one day we're going to meet again.
Dennis Lawrence Devlin,
Gerard P. Dewan,
Suleimalani Kasamali Danani,
Michael Louis D'Agostino,
Matthew Diaz,
Nancy Diaz,
Abdulio Ruiz Diaz,
Michael Diaz Piedra III,
Judith Berkis Diaz Sierra,
Patricia Florence DiChiaro,
Rodney Dickens,
Jerry Dickerson,
Joseph Dermot Dickey Jr.,
Lawrence Patrick Dickinson,
Michael D. Deal,
John DeFato,
Vincent Francis DeFazio,
Carl Anthony DeFranco,
Donald Joseph DeFranco,
John DiGiovanni,
Eddie A. Dillard,
Deborah Ann DiMartino,
David DeMeglio,
Stephen Patrick Domino,
William John Dimling,
Marissa DiNardo Short,
Christopher Moore Dincuff,
Jeffrey Mark Dingle,
Rena Sam Dinu,
Anthony D'Annunzio,
George D. Pasquale,
Joseph D. Pilato,
Douglas Frank DiStefano,
Donald Marcato DiTullio,
Ramsey A. Duani,
Johnny Doctor Jr.,
John Joseph Doherty,
Melissa Candida Dio,
Brendan Dolan,
Robert E. Dolan Jr.,
and my aunt, who is known as Susan Hoy, Susan Huey, Yi and Gugu. I know I'm the last one that never really got to meet you, but I know you're taking care of all of us.
and my sister-in-law, Vanessa Langer, and their unborn child. I witnessed my brother endure the pain that no one human being was ever meant to bear. Eventually, Timmy Langer drank himself to death. This tragedy continues to affect every family and friend differently, but despair was going to kill me too. The only difference is that I asked for help, and help was freely given. In Greek, Vanessa means butterfly, which is a great symbol of transformation. For all those who are tasked with the cleanup and transformation of Ground Zero and are now sick, I want to thank you.
The results of your sacrifice gave me the courage to transform. Amazing beauty from tragic ashes.
Neil Matthew Dollard.
James Germanico.
Benilda Pasqua Domingo.
Alberto Dominguez.
Carlos Dominguez.
Jerome Mark Patrick Dominguez.
Kevin W. Donnelly.
Jacqueline Donovan.
William H. Donovan.
Stephen Scott Dorff.
Thomas Dowd.
Kevin Christopher Dowdle.
Mary Yolanda Dowling.
Raymond Matthew Downey Sr.
Frank Joseph Doyle.
Joseph Michael Doyle.
Randall L. Drake.
Patrick Joseph Driscoll.
Stephen Patrick Driscoll.
Charles A. Droz III.
Myrna A. Duarte.
Luke A. Dudek.
Christopher Michael Duffy.
Gerard J. Duffy.
Michael Joseph Duffy.
Thomas W. Duffy.
Antoinette Duger.
Jackie Sayeg Duggan.
Sariv Ducat.
Patrick Dunn.
Felicia Gail Dunn Jones.
Christopher Joseph Dunn.
Richard Anthony Dunstan.
Patrick Thomas Dwyer.
Joseph Anthony Ecobachi.
John Bruce Eagleson.
Edward T. Earhart.
Robert Douglas Eaton.
Dean Philip Eberling.
Margaret Ruth Echterman.
And my brother, Thomas Edward Jurgens, senior court officer and first responder. Tommy, I never missed a chance to sing your praise and speak of your courage, valor, and service to the community, be it through your time served as an Army medic, a volunteer fire department, or firefighter, or in pulling people from a building that ultimately took your life. Sometimes I think of what you could have been and the bright future you held, and it makes me sad that none of us could see your dreams materialize. But then I think of what you did in your short life and the impact you had on the city you loved, strangers you helped daily, and I'm proud to say you're my brother.
And not forgetting my darling husband, Robin Blair Larkey, who worked for Kenter Fitzgerald on the 105th floor of the North Tower. It is with a heavy heart that I am standing here today. My love and grief go out to all 9/11 victims and survivors and their families. Our three sons, Nicholas, Oliver and William, have had many milestones in their lives already that you, my darling Robin, were not able to attend. The most recent being William's graduation from Chatham High School in New Jersey and his prom. Then me taking him alone yet again to the beautiful Roanoke College in Virginia. Robin, you would be so proud of our beautiful boys. They are wonderful sons. And thank you to Sherry Padlowski-Noza and Venus Costello-Mignoni for always being there for me and our boys. I love you both.
Paul Robert Eckner.
Constantine Economus.
Barbara G. Edwards.
Dennis Michael Edwards.
Michael Hardy Edwards.
Christine Egan.
Lisa Erin Egan.
Martin J. Egan Jr.
Michael Egan.
Samantha Martin Egan.
Carol Eggert.
Lisa Karen Ehrlich.
John Ernst Eichler.
Eric Adam Eisenberg.
Daphne Ferlinda Elder.
Michael J. Alferis.
Mark Joseph Ellis.
Valerie Silver Ellis.
Albert Alfie William Elmari.
Robert R. Elseth.
Edgar Hendricks Emery Jr.
Doris Suk Yun Eng.
Christopher Epps.
Ramon Ulf Erickson.
Erwin L. Urka.
William John Irwin.
Sarah Ali Escarcega.
Jose Espinal.
Fanny Espinosa.
Billy Scoop Esposito. Bridget. Oh, I didn't look at that. I'm sorry. Phew.
Bridget Ann Esposito.
Francis Esposito.
Michael A. Esposito.
Ruben Esquelin Jr.
Sadie Et.
Barbara G. Etzold.
Eric Brian Evans.
Robert Edward Evans.
Meredith Emily June Elwart.
Catherine K. Fagan.
And my brother, firefighter Lieutenant Michael Francis Lynch. Mommy has joined you this past week, and Stymie in heaven. Soon we'll all be together.
And my son, Noel Charles Mayers, who continues to be an inspiration to all of his friends and my family. I miss you. I love you very much. And I'll see you soon. And God bless America, please.
Patricia Mary Fagan.
Ivan Carolus Fairbanks Barossa.
Keith George Fairbairn.
Sandra Fajardo Smith.
Charles S. Falkenberg.
Dana Falkenberg.
Zoe Falkenberg.
Jamie L. Fallon.
William F. Fallon.
William Lawrence Fallion Jr.
Anthony J. Fallone Jr.
Dolores Bridget Finelli.
Robert John Fangman.
John Joseph Fanning.
Kathleen Ann Farragut.
Thomas James Farino.
Nancy C. Dolozitsky Farley.
Paige Marie Farley Hackle.
Elizabeth Ann Farmer.
Douglas John Farnham.
John Gerard Farrell.
John W. Farrell.
Terrence Patrick Farrell.
Joseph D. Farrelly.
Thomas Patrick Farrelly.
Syed Abdul Fatah.
Christopher Edward Fornan.
Wendy R. Faulkner.
Shannon Marie Fava.
Bernard D. Vazuza.
Robert Fazio Jr.
Ronald Carl Fazio Sr.
William M. Feehan.
Francis Jude Feely.
Garth Aaron Feeney.
Sean Bernard Fegan.
Lee S. Failing.
Peter Adam Fiedelberg.
Alan D. Feinberg.
Rosa Marie Feliciano.
And my son, Kenneth Joseph Marino, firefighter with Rescue 1, one of the first responders. 17 years later, we still grieve. Our loss is still as great these many years later. But Kenny's spirit lives within his children, Kristen and Tyler, and within his niece and nephew, who he never had the opportunity of knowing, Sophia and Zachary Kenneth. While we are humbled by Kenny's actions and the actions of all the first responders, our hearts still ache for what should have been.
And my uncle, Brendan F. McCabe. 17 years ago, you were taken from us by a bunch of cowards. You will forever be in our hearts. And please continue to watch over Aunt Terry and your 4 beautiful children, as well as our family members in the military fighting in your honor. You're a true American hero. Forever missed, never forgotten. Until we meet again, God bless America.
Edward P. Felt.
Edward Thomas Fergus Jr.
George J. Ferguson III.
J. Joseph Ferguson.
Henry Fernandez.
Judy Hazel Santillon Fernandez.
Julio Fernandez.
Elisa Giselle Fiorina.
Anne Marie Solerin Ferreira.
Robert John Ferris,
David Francis Ferrugia,
Louis V. Persini Jr.,
Michael David Ferrugia,
Bradley James Fetchett,
Jennifer Louise Fialco,
Kristen Nicole Fidel,
Amelia V. Fields,
Samuel Fields,
Alexander Milan Filipov,
Michael Bradley Finnegan,
Timothy J. Finnerty,
Michael C. Fior,
Stephen J. Fiorelli,
Paul M. Fiore,
John B. Fiorito,
John R. Fisher,
Andrew Fisher,
Bennett Lawson Fisher,
Gerald P. Fisher,
John Roger Fisher,
Thomas J. Fisher,
Lucy A. Fishman,
Ryan D. Fitzgerald,
Thomas James Fitzpatrick,
Richard P. Fitzsimmons,
Salvatore Fiorifrito,
Darlene E. Flagg,
Wilson F. Flagg,
Christina Donovan Flannery,
Eileen Fletcher,
and my uncle and godfather, Daniel Francis McKinley. Not a day goes by where we don't think of you and miss you. We love you so much, and we know you're always watching over us.
and my wife and guardian angel, Lisa King Johnson. I know you dance with the angels, Lisa, and thank you for picking Haley for me. God bless you.
Andre G. Fletcher,
Carl M. Flickinger,
Matthew M. Flacco,
John Joseph Florio,
Joseph Walken Flounders,
Carol Ann Flyzik,
David Fodor,
Michael N. Fodor,
Stephen Mark Fogel,
Thomas J. Foley,
Jane C. Folger,
David J. Fontana,
Chi Min Fu,
Delrose E. Forbes Cheatham,
Godwin Ford,
Donald A. Foreman,
Christopher Hugh Forsyth,
Claudia Alicia Foster,
Noel John Foster,
Sandra M. Foster,
Anna Fosteris,
Robert Joseph Foti,
Jeffrey Fox,
Virginia Elizabeth Fox,
Pauline Francis,
Virgin Lucy Francis,
Gary J. Frank,
Morton H. Frank,
Peter Christopher Frank,
Colleen L. Frazier,
Richard K. Frazier,
Kevin L. Frawley,
Clyde Frazier Jr.,
Lillian Inez Frederick,
Andrew Fredericks,
Tamitha Freeman,
Brett Owen Freeman,
Peter L. Frond,
Arlene Eva Freed,
Alan W. Freelander,
and my brother Michael Joseph Zinzi.
and our son, Todd Douglas Polino, and his sister-in-law, Kayleen Elizabeth Pizzuti.
Andrew Keith Friedman, Greg J. Froner,
No. Paul J. Friedman,
Greg J. Froner,
Lisa Ann Frost,
Peter Christian Fry,
Clement A. Fumando,
Stephen Elliott Furman,
Paul James Formato,
Carlton Douglas B. Fife,
Frederick Neil Gabler,
Richard Peter Gabriel,
Richard S. Gabriel,
James Andrew Gadiel,
Pamela Lee Gaff,
Irvin Vincent Galliard,
Deanna Lynn Galante and her unborn child,
Grace Catherine Galante,
Anthony Edward Gallagher,
Daniel James Gallagher,
John Patrick Gallagher,
Lourdes J. Galletti,
Kono E. Gallo,
Vincent Gallucci,
Thomas E. Galvin,
Giovanna Galetta Gambale,
Thomas Gambino Jr.,
Gian F. Gamboa,
Ronald L. Gamboa,
Peter James Gansey Jr.,
Michael Gann,
Charles William Garbarini,
Andrew Sonny Garcia,
Cesar R. Garcia,
David Garcia,
Jorge Luis Marron Garcia,
Juan Garcia,
Marilyn Del Carmen Garcia,
Christopher Samuel Gardner,
Douglas Benjamin Gardner,
Harvey Joseph Gardner III,
and my uncle and godfather, Calixto Anaya Jr. We will love and miss you always and forever, Theo Charlie.
and my beloved nephew, Joshua Scott Reese. How we miss you, Josh. You are always in our thoughts and always in our hearts.
Joshua Jeffrey Brian Gardner,
Thomas A. Gardner,
William Arthur Gardner,
Frank Garfey,
Rocco Nino Gargano,
James M. Gartenberg,
Matthew David Garvey,
Bruce Gary,
Boyd Allen Gatton,
Donald Richard Gavigan, Jr.,
Peter Allen Gay,
Terrence D. Gazzini,
Gary Paul Geidel,
Paul Hamilton Geyer,
Julie M. Geis,
Peter Gerard Galinas,
Stephen Paul Geller,
Howard G. Gelling, Jr.,
Peter Victor Jenko Jr.,
Stephen Gregory Genovese,
Elaine Gentle,
Linda M. George,
Edward F. Garrity,
Suzanne Garrity,
Ralph Gerhardt,
Robert Gerlich,
Dennis P. Germain,
Marina Romanova Gertzberg,
Susan M. Getzendana,
Lawrence D. Getzfred,
James G. Geyer,
Cortez Gee,
Joseph M. Giacone,
Vincent Francis Giamona,
Deborah Lynn Gibbon,
James Andrew Giberson,
Brenda C. Gibson,
Craig Neil Gibson,
Ronnie E. Geese,
Andrew Clive Gilbert,
and my beloved brother, the courageous lion of our family, Brian Hickey of Bethpage, Battalion Chief, FDNY. Not a day goes by that you're not in it, Bri. We miss you so much, and I know you already know this, but your grandchildren are magnificent. We love you.
and my father, firefighter Matthew Rogan. Gone but never forgotten, forever our hero.
It is with great honor and reverence to read the names of the following victims of September 11th. Timothy Paul Gilbert,
Paul Stewart Gilby,
Paul John Gill,
Mark Y. Giles,
Evan Hunter Gillette,
Ronald Lawrence Gilligan.
Rodney C. Gillis.
Laura Gilly.
John F. Ginley.
Donna Marie Giordano.
Jeffrey John Giordano.
John Giordano.
Stephen A. Giorgetta.
Martin Giovanazzo.
Cum Girolamo.
Salvatore Gito.
Cynthia Giuliano.
Man Jambolage.
Diane Gladstone.
Keith Alexander Glasgow.
Thomas Irwin Glasser.
Edmund Glazer.
Harry Glenn.
Barry H. Glick.
Jeremy Logan Glick.
Stephen Glick.
John T. Nazzo.
William Robert Godshock.
Michael Galliomella.
Brian Goldberg.
Jeffrey G. Goldflam.
Michelle Goldstein.
Monica Goldstein.
Stephen Ian Goldstein.
Ronald F. Galinsky.
Andrew H. Galkin.
Dennis James Gnomes.
Enrique Antonio Gomez.
Jose Benvenuto Gomez.
Manuel Gomez Jr.
And my husband, FDNY Chief Gerard A. Barbara, one of the incident commanders of the South Tower, who was last seen walking into Tower 2, who led with professionalism and died with honor, who was missed every day by his children, Karen and Paul, the grandfather who never had the opportunity to spoil his grandchildren, Alexis, Luke, Thomas, Elena, and Kate. May we pray for those who still suffer from the aftermath of September 11th. May we pray for our military and our first responders. May we support our president to lead our country, and may God bless America.
And my brother-in-law and friend, Kevin James Murphy. We remember him today not for the single act of hate that took him from us, but for the countless acts of kindness that defined his life.
Wilder Alfredo Gomez.
Janine Nicole Gonzalez.
Mauricio Gonzalez.
Calvin Joseph Gooding.
Lynn Catherine Goodchild.
Harry Gooding.
Peter Morgan Goodrich.
Rosa J. Gonzalez.
Kiran Kumar Reddy Gupal.
Catherine C. Garayev.
Lisa Fenn Gordstein.
Kareen Gordon.
Sebastian Gorky.
Kieran Joseph Gorman.
Thomas Edward Gorman.
Michael Edward Gould.
O'Kirsten Osterman White Gould.
Douglas Allen Gowell.
Yuji Goya.
John Richard Grabowski.
Christopher Michael Grady.
Edwin J. Groff III.
David Martin Graffman.
Gilbert Franco Granados.
Lauren Katusi Granculas and her unborn child.
Elvira Granito.
Winston Arthur Grant.
Christopher S. Gray.
Ian J. Gray.
James Michael Gray.
Tara McLeod Gray.
John M. Grazioso.
Timothy George Gracioso.
Derek Arthur Green.
Wade B. Green.
Wanda Anita Green.
Elaine Myra Greenberg.
Donald Freeman Green.
Gail R. Green.
James Arthur Greenleaf Jr.
And my mother, Maxima Jean-Pierre. We love you.
And my brother,
And my uncle,
John Patrick Salomon. We continue to miss Johnny daily, and to his children, Alex, Aiden, and Anna, please know how incredibly proud your dad would be of the amazing young men and young lady that you've become.
Eileen Marcia Greenstein.
Elizabeth Martin Gregg.
Denise Marie Gregory.
Donald H. Gregory.
Florence Moran Gregory.
Pedro Grayhan.
John Michael Griffin.
Tawana Sherry Griffin.
Joan Donna Griffith.
Warren Grifka.
Ramon B. Grijalvo.
Joseph F. Grillo.
David Joseph Grimner.
Francis Edward Grogan.
Linda Gronland.
Kenneth George Gruzales.
Joseph Grzelak.
Matthew James Grismowski.
Robert Joseph Shar.
Liming Gu.
Richard J. Guadagno.
Jose A. Guadalupe.
Cindy Yan Shu Guan.
Jeffrey E. Guja.
Joseph P. Gullickson.
Babita Gurjamati Guman.
Douglas Brian Gurian.
Janet Ruth Gustafson.
Philip T. Guza.
Barbara Guzardo.
Peter Mark Julivari.
Gary Robert Haig.
Andrea Lynn Haberman.
Barbara Mary Habib.
Philip Hansler.
Nizam A. Hafiz.
Karen Elizabeth Haggerty.
Stephen Michael Haggis.
Mary Lou Haig.
David Halderman.
And my uncle, James J. Strain Jr. Uncle Jimmy, we love and miss you every day.
And my grandfather, William Valcarcel. I know every day we try to make sure that we make him proud, and even though I've never met him, I love him with all my heart and miss him dearly. And I hope that he watches over my cousins and my sisters and me, making sure we all grow up into mature adults. And just whatever memories we have with you, we choose to just remember them and laugh at them instead of being upset and grieving like that. And we all love you. To the most handsome man on crutches.
Miley Raquel Hale.
Diane Hale McKinsey.
Richard B. Hall.
Stanley R. Hall.
Foswald George Hall.
Robert J. Halligan.
James Douglas Halverson.
Carolyn B. Holloman.
Christopher James Hanley.
Mohammed Salman Hamdani.
Valerie Joan Hanna.
Robert W. Hamilton.
Carl Max Hammond Jr.
Frederick K. Hahn.
Valerie Joan Hanna.
Sean S. Hanley.
Kevin James Hannaford Sr.
Thomas Paul Hannafin.
Dana Ray Hannon.
Michael Lawrence Hannon.
Peter Burton Hansen.
Christine Lee Hansen.
Vasilos G. Haramis.
Sue Kim Hansen.
Gerald Francis Hardacre.
James A. Harron,
T.J. Hargrave,
Jeffrey Pike Hardy,
Francis Harros,
Daniel Edward Harlan,
Stephen G. Harrell,
Harvey L. Harrell,
Aisha Ann Harris,
Melissa Harrington Hughes,
John Patrick Hart,
Stuart D. Harris,
John Clinton Hartz,
Eric Hartono,
and my nephew Alexander Robin Steinman. Grant that we may lie down in peace, secure in thy protecting love. Shelter us beneath thy wings to keep us safe throughout the night. On the morrow, raise us up to face each task with the strength restored and our zeal renewed.
Emmerich Harvey, and my husband, Lieutenant Brian David Sweeney, United States Navy, and a victim of United Airlines 175. In your honor, we move forward in the best way we can. We do good. We love fiercely. We raise children in a very different world. We live life because we still have one to live. I will see you when I get there. God bless America.
Peter Paul Hassim,
Thomas Theodore Haskell, Jr.,
Timothy Sean Haskell,
Joseph John Hasten III,
Leonard W. Hatton, Jr.,
Terrence S. Hatton,
Michael Helmut Hobb,
Timothy Avon Haviland,
Donald G. Havlish, Jr.,
Anthony Maurice Hawkins,
Nobuhiro Hayatsu,
James Edward Hayden,
Robert J. Hayes,
Philip T. Hayes, retired,
W. Ward Haynes,
Scott Jordan Hazelcorn,
Michael K. Healy,
Roberta B. Heber,
Charles Francis Xavier Heron,
John F. Heffernan,
Michelle M. Heidenberger,
Sheila M. S. Hine,
H. Joseph Heller, Jr.,
Joanne L. Helptebridle,
Ronald John Hemingway,
Mark F. Hemscott,
Ronnie Lee Henderson,
Brian Hennessy,
Edward R. Hennessy, Jr.,
Michelle Marie Enrique,
Joseph Patrick Henry,
William L. Henry, Jr.,
Katarina Henry Robinson,
John Christopher Henwood,
Robert Allen Hepburn,
Mary Herencia,
Lindsay C. Herkness III,
Harvey Robert Hemmer,
Norberto Hernandez,
Raul Hernandez.
And to my late wife, Jennifer Lynn Howley, a woman who meant the world not only to me, but to everyone around her. An expectant mother, wife, sister, daughter, aunt, cousin, friend. Your beauty on the outside was evident, but it was unequivocally matched by your beauty on the inside. Everyone you met is a better person for knowing who you were. The 17 years that you've been gone seem like a lifetime. You were taken away too early, but your spirit lives, not only inside me, but in all those you've touched while you were here, and many more you never met. You'll be forever respected.
And my cousin, Thomas F. Swift. Tommy, we miss you dearly every day. You're thought about every day. And I just hope you and your dad and my dad are having a good time up there. Love you always.
Gary Herold,
Jeffrey Allen Hirsch,
Thomas J. Hetzel,
Leon Bernard Hayward, MC Sundance,
Brian Christopher Hickey,
and Emencio Dario Hidalgo Cedeno,
Timothy Brian Higgins,
Robert D. W. Higley II,
Todd Russell Hill,
Clara Victorine Hines,
Neil O. Hines,
Mark Hindi,
Katsuyuki Hirai,
Heather Malia Ho,
Tara Yvette Hobbs,
Thomas Anderson Hobbs,
James J. Hoban,
Robert Wayne Hobson III,
Dajuan Hodges,
Ronald G. Horner,
Patrick A. Hoey,
John A. Hoffer,
Marsha Hoffman,
Stephen Gerard Hoffman,
Frederick Joseph Hoffman,
Michelle L. Hoffman,
Judith Florence Hoffmiller,
Wallace Cole Hogan Jr.,
Thomas Warren Howick Jr.,
Jonathan R. Holman,
Cora Hidalgo Holland,
John Holland,
Joseph F. Holland,
Jimmy I. Holy,
Elizabeth Holmes,
Thomas P. Holohan,
Herbert Wilson Homer,
Leroy W. Homer Jr.,
Bradley V. Horn,
James P. Hopper,
and my father, Waving Wang. It's hard to imagine that it's been 17 years already. We love you and we miss you always.
and my son, Paul Robert Heckner. Paul, you are always and always will be the sparkle in our lives. Love you, Mom and Dad.
Montgomery McCullough Horde,
Michael Joseph Horn,
Matthew Douglas Horning,
Robert L. Horojo Jr.,
Michael Robert Horrocks,
Aaron Horowitz,
Charles J. Houston,
Uhuru G. Houston,
Angela M. Houts,
George Gerard Howard,
Brady K. Howell,
Michael C. Howell,
Stephen Leon Howell,
Marion R. Harachek,
Milagros Romata,
Chris Robert Hughes,
Stephen Hutchko Jr.,
Robert T. Hughes Jr.,
Paul Rexford Hughes,
Timothy Robert Hughes,
Thomas F. Hughes Jr.,
Lamar Demetrius Hulse,
Susan Huey,
William Christopher Hunt,
John Nicholas Humber Jr.,
Joseph Gerard Hunter,
Kathleen Ann Hunt Casey,
Robert R. Husa,
Peggy M. Hurt,
Robert J. Himmel,
Stephen N. Highland Jr.,
Walter G. Hines,
Thomas Edward Hines,
Zahutu Ibis,
Joseph Anthony Iannelli,
Michael Patrick Eichen,
Jonathan Lee Ielpi,
Frederick J. Ill Jr.,
Daniel Ilkanayev, and my uncle, Paul Edward Jeffers. Uncle Paul, we miss you, we love you, and we think about you every day.
and my sister's husband, Carl Molinaro, firefighter. I would like to read a letter that was written by your children, Carl and Sabrina. They write, "The best compliment we have ever received is to be compared to you. Not just that we have your smile or eyes, but that we have your heart, your humor, and the things that made you, you. Although we have grown up in a world without you, we have come to know the man you were by the pieces you left behind in us. We are immensely proud of any image of you that is reflected in us. You touched the lives of so many and left behind so many amazing gifts. We know that wherever we go in life, we will always carry what you gave us. We love you, we miss you, and we thank you for sharing with us what made you the best. With love always, Sabrina and Carl. God bless America."
Abraham Nethiel Ilowitz,
Anthony P. Infante Jr.,
Luis Inglaterra,
Christopher Noble Ingrazia,
Paul Inella,
Stephanie Veronica Irby,
Douglas Jason Ergang,
Kristen Irvine Ryan,
Todd Antion Isaac,
Eric Hans Isbranson,
Taizo Ishikawa,
Walid Joseph Iskandar,
Irami Iskardanian Jr.,
John F. Iskian,
Kazushige Ito,
Alexander Valerievich Ivansov,
Lazy Bernard Ivory,
Virginia May Yablonsky,
Brian C. Jack,
Brooke Alexandra Jackman,
Aaron Jeremy Jacobs,
Ariel Lewis Jacobs,
Jason Kyle Jacobs,
Michael G. Jacobs,
Stephen A. Jacobson,
Stephen D. Jacobi,
Rignoth Juggernaut,
Jake Dennis Yagoda,
Judvir S. Jane,
Maria Yakubiak,
Robert Adrian Jalbert,
Ernest James,
Griselda E. James,
Mark Stephen Jardim,
Amy Nicole Jarrett,
Mahamadou Jawara,
Francois Jean-Pierre,
Maxima Jean-Pierre,
Paul Edwards Jeffords,
John Charles Jenkins,
and my lovely sister Giovanna Porras. We love you and miss you, and you will always live through me.
and my dear brother, Richard Avery Arano, the whole family, your friends, we miss you, we think of you.
Joseph Jenkins Jr.,
Alan Keith Jensen,
Prem Nath Giraffe,
Farah Judy,
Wadar Gian,
Eliza Jimenez Jr.,
Luis Jimenez Jr.,
Charles Gregory John,
Nicholas John,
Dennis M. Johnson,
Lashana Johnson,
Scott Michael Johnson,
William R. Johnston,
Allison Horstman Jones,
Arthur Joseph Jones III,
Brian Leander Jones,
Charles Edward Jones,
Christopher D. Jones,
Donald T. Jones III,
Donald W. Jones,
Judith Lauder Jones,
Linda Jones,
Mary S. Jones,
Andrew Brian Jordan Sr.,
Robert Thomas Jordan,
Albert Gunnis Joseph,
Ingeborg Joseph,
Carl Henry Joseph,
Stephen Joseph,
Jane Eileen Hosea,
Anthony Jovic,
Angel L. Corabe Jr.,
Karen Sue Jude,
Ann C. Judge,
Michael F. Judge,
Paul William Jurgens,
Thomas Edward Jurgens,
Shashikaran Lakshmishante Kadaba,
Gavaroy Kamardinova,
Sherry Kendall,
and my brother, Michael Wittenstein. Michael, we miss you so much today as we did 17 years ago. This day never gets any easier. You just figure out a way to survive the day and get through the day. It's very emotional. But we know you're up there watching over us, and you'd be very proud of how your nieces and nephews are growing up. We miss you and we love you.
and my sister, Tamar C. Thurman, U.S. Army, stationed at the Pentagon. On behalf of all your friends and family, we miss you and we love you. On behalf of your friends and co-workers at the Pentagon, they miss and love you. I would also like to give a thanks to our huge supporters at the TAPS organization and to Freedom Has a Face. You have continued to support our family, and for that we are forever grateful.
Howard Lee Kane,
Jennifer Lynn Kane,
Vincent D. Kane,
Jun Ku Kang,
Sheldon Robert Cantor,
Deborah H. Kaplan,
Robin Lynn Kaplan,
Alvin Peter Kappelman Jr.,
Charles H. Karcheski,
William A. Carnes,
Douglas Jean Karpiloff,
Charles L. Casper,
Andrew K. Cates,
John A. Katsimatidis,
Robert Michael Colfers,
Don Jerome Kauth Jr.,
Hideo Kawauchi,
Edward T. Keene,
Richard M. Kane,
Lisa Yvonne Kearney Griffin,
Carol Ann Kiesler,
Barbara A. Keating,
Paul Hanlon Keating,
Leo Russell Keene III,
Brenda Kegler,
Chandler Raymond Keller,
Joseph John Keller,
Peter R. Kellerman,
Joseph P. Kellett,
Frederick H. Kelly III,
James Joseph Kelly,
Joseph A. Kelly,
Maurice P. Kelly,
Richard John Kelly Jr.,
Thomas Michael Kelly,
Thomas Richard Kelly,
Thomas W. Kelly,
Timothy Colin Kelly,
William Hill Kelly Jr.,
Robert Clinton Kennedy,
and my uncle Abul K. Chaudhry. I came into this world not seeing you, but I know and I feel in my heart that when I was born, I met you already from the heavens and came into this world with so much emotions attached to you. My mom said that when she was breastfeeding me, I used to stare at your pictures on the wall for a long time, since I was 1 month old. Because my mom told me so much about you that without even meeting you, I've developed so much love and affection that I've built for you over time. You were an exceptional human being. You always put others before yourself. That's what made you unique. You are my inspiration, and I will follow your legacy and make you feel proud of me. You are sorely missed by your family, but your spirit and memory will always live on. We hold you close to our hearts, and your legacy will live on through us. I love you, Mama Duncan.
and my cousin, Port Authority Police Officer Christopher Charles Amoroso. Chris, there are no words that come close to describing how much you're truly missed. Not a day goes by that you're not remembered, and because of that, your memory has been able to remain so fresh in all of our hearts and minds. I speak on behalf of the whole family and all of your friends when I say we love you, we miss you, and we will never ever forget you, all the victims, and that day. God bless.
Thomas J. Kennedy, Yvonne E. Kennedy, John Richard Kilhane, Ralph Francis Kershaw, Ronald T. Irwin, Howard L. Kestenbaum, Donald Douglas Ketchman, Ruth Ellen Kettler,
Boris Caliph,
Norma Cruz Khan,
Sarah Khan,
Temur Fariz Khan,
Rajesh Handelwal,
Saili Ku,
Michael Vernon Kiefer,
Sayatsu Ki Kuhara,
Andrew J. Hoon Kim,
Lawrence Don Kim,
Mary Jo Kimmel,
Henrich Kim,
Karen Ann Kincaid,
Lucille Terrell King,
Andrew M. King,
Lisa King Johnson,
Robert King Jr.,
Takashi Kinosita,
Brian K. Kinney,
Robert Kirkpatrick,
Chris Michael Kirby,
Glenn Davis Kerwin,
Howard Barry Kirschbaum,
Richard Joseph Clares,
Helen Crossan Kittle,
Alan David Kleinberg,
Peter Anton Klein,
Glenn Davis Kerwin,
Stephen A. Knapp,
Ronald Philip Keffer,
and my uncle, Christopher William Woodencheck. It's been 17 years, but it feels like yesterday. Chris was 35 then, and in 11 days we'll celebrate his 53rd. We would have. He's missed many firsts, and he will miss the birth of his first grandchild. He's missed every day. I'd also like to mention co-workers, Kenneth White, South Gumafredo, and Joe Romanolo.
and my brother Alan Tarasevich, firefighter, Rescue 5. Alan, you were not just a brother, you were my mentor, my godfather, and my hero. Alan, you were truly missed. You were the jester and the glue that kept the family together. You should be looking down, proud of your children and all your grandsons. God bless America and keep strong.
Andrew James Knox.
Thomas Patrick Knox.
Rebecca Lee Kabori.
Deborah A. Kavos.
Gary Edward Kegler.
Frank J. Costner.
Ryan Cohart.
Vanessa Lynn Pasovia Kolpak.
Irina Kolpakova.
Suzanne Rose Kondratkin.
Abdullah Kone.
Bansuk Ku.
Dorota Koplitsko.
Scott Michael Kanteko.
Bohan George Kosik.
Danielle Casoso.
David P. Kowalchin.
John J. Kryn.
William Edward Krukowski.
Laminda Kisto.
Toshija Kuge.
Shukar Kumar.
Kenneth Bruce Compel.
Frederick Koo Jr.
Patricia A. Kuras.
Norka Kustani.
Thomas Joseph Kovakis.
Victor Kaswi.
Raymond Kui Phai Quote.
Angela Reed Kite.
Andrew Lacorte.
Carol Ann LaPlante.
Jeffrey G. Latouche.
Catherine L. Labori.
Amarna Lackman.
Janice K. Ladcat.
James Patrick Ladley.
Joseph A. LaFals.
Jeanette Loise Lafon Machino.
David James LaForge.
And my uncle Martin Morales Sempolteca. It seems just yesterday we were waiting for a phone call, for something to tell us that you were safe, that you were home. But unfortunately it's not so. We remember you every day, not only as the great brother, but also the loving uncle that you were. We remember you every day, and I hope that you are with Grandpa now and you're both watching over us. We love you and we'll never forget you.
And my brother, Alan N. Colombo, came to work this day 17 years ago, and I lost him, along with a lot of other people. It was a wake-up call. Our country knew what happened. I'm just so gratified to see so many people here. It'll never be forgotten. I love you, Alan. Gary loves you. Donna loves you. Your two great nieces, your niece and two great nephews love you. Your niece and nephew love you. God bless America.
Michael Patrick Lafort,
Alan Charles Lafrance,
Juan Mendez Lafuente,
Neil Huang Ba Lei,
Vincent Anthony Leita,
William David Lake,
Franco Lalama,
Chow Quan Lam,
Michael S. Lamana,
Stephen Lamontia,
Amy Hope Lamanzoff,
Robert T. Lane,
Brendan Mark Lang,
Roseanne P. Lang,
Vanessa Lang Langer,
Mary Lou Langley,
Peter J. Langone,
Thomas Michael Langone,
Judith Camila LaRock,
Ruth Sheila Lappin,
Michelle Bernadette Lanza,
Robin Blair Larkey,
Ingeborg A. D. Larrabee,
Scott Larson,
Judith Camila LaRock,
Natalie Janice Lasden,
Hamadou S. Larry,
Nicholas Craig Lassman,
John Adam Larson,
Gary Edward Lasco,
Paul Lazinski,
Charles A. Lorenzen,
Stephen James Laria,
Maria Lavache,
Dennis Francis Lavelle,
Janine Mary Laverty,
Anna A. Laverty,
Stephen Lawn,
Robert A. Lawrence Jr.,
Nathaniel Lawson,
and my father, Louis Inglaterra. Dad, Mom, Mary, Chris, and everyone else miss you so much. Although I was only 2 when we lost you, I still remember you so much, and I see you every day when I play your records, and I've expanded your collection of 800 to almost 3,000. We miss you so much.
and my uncle and godfather, firefighter Eric Taub Olson. We love and miss you, and Aunt Kathy every day, but we know you're looking out for us.
David W. Lachek,
Eugene Gabriel Lazar,
James Patrick Leahy,
Joseph Gerard Levy,
Neil J. Levy,
Robert G. LeBlanc,
Leon Labor,
Kenneth Charles Lede,
Alan J. Liederman,
Elena F. Ledesma,
Alexis Laduc,
Daniel John Lee,
David S. Lee,
Dong Chul Lee,
Gary H. Lee,
Hyun Ju Lee,
Juanita Lee,
Catherine Blair Lee,
Linda C. Lee,
Lorraine Mary Green Lee,
Myung Woo Lee,
Richard Y.C. Lee,
Stuart Soo Jin Lee,
Yang Der Lee,
Stephen Paul Lefkowitz,
Adriana Legro,
Edward Joseph Lehman,
Eric Lehrfeld,
David R. Leastman,
David Prudencio Lamagne,
Joseph Anthony Lenahan,
John Joseph Lennon Jr.,
John Robinson Lenoir,
Jorge Luis Leon Sr.,
Matthew G. Leonard,
Michael Lepore,
Charles A. Lesperance,
Jeff Levine,
John Dennis Levi,
Alicia Karen Leven,
and my father, Dwight Donald Darcy. Dwight is in heaven, surrounded by loved ones, particularly his beloved sister Joan. Here he is missed by many, especially his wife Veronica, his sons Kieran and Ryan, his daughters-in-law Courtney and Darren, and his 3 grandchildren, Aiden Declan, and his 2.5-week-old granddaughter, Rory Marie. Dad, you live on through us. Thank you for everything.
and my brother-in-laws, Rick Harvey and Bob Toomey. We miss you, boys.
Okay.
Neil David Levin.
Robert Levine.
Robert Michael Levine.
Shai Levenhar.
Daniel M. Lewin.
Adam J. Lewis.
Jennifer Lewis.
Kenneth E. Lewis.
Margaret Susan Lewis.
Yi Wei Liang.
Orashri Liang Thanasarn.
Daniel F. Labretti.
Ralph Michael Lachardi.
Edward Lickshine.
Samantha L. Lightborn Allen.
Stephen Barry Lilienthal.
Carlos R. Lilo.
Craig Damian Lelor.
Arnold Arboleda Lim.
Daria Lim.
Wei Rong Lin.
Nikki L. Lindo.
Thomas V. Linehan Jr.
Robert Thomas Lelane.
Alan Patrick Linton Jr.
Diane Teresa Lipari.
Kenneth P. Lira Aravello.
Francisco Alberto Lariano.
Lorraine Lisi.
Paul Lesson.
Vincent M. Lito.
Ming Hao Lu.
Nancy Liz.
Harold Liscano.
Martin Lazul.
George A. Jonas.
Elizabeth C. Logler.
Catherine Lisa Lagudice.
Jerome Robert Lohez.
Michael William Lomax.
And my brother, Robert T. Hughes, Jr. My brother, Robert Bobby Hughes, Jr. It's been 17 years since we last saw your beautiful smile that had the power to engage and light up a room. Not a second goes by where we all don't think of you and miss you. You risked your life that day to help someone in need. You are our hero and angel. Though the pain of your absence will never go away, and we long for the day to talk and hug you again, we believe this is not the end. We will see you again. Keep giving us the subtle signs you sometimes do to show you're with us every step and breath we take. We love and miss you so much.
And my wife, Carol Keys Dimmitz, your family, including your brothers, Woody, Charlie, Michael, and your sister Susan, and your daughter Anne, all keep you in their hearts and will love you forever. Anne, remarkably, is headed to becoming a master pastry chef. So it's been a remarkable experience. Thank you.
Stephen V. Long.
Laura Maria Longing.
Salvatore P. Lopez.
Daniel Lopez.
George Lopez.
Luis Manuel Lopez.
Miclovio Lopez Jr.
Manuel L. Lopez.
Joseph Lestrangio.
Chet Deck Louis.
Stuart Side Lewis.
Joseph Lavero.
Sarah Elizabeth Lowe.
Jenny Sue Kwang Lo Wang.
Michael W. Lowe.
Gary W. Lozier.
John P. Lazowski.
Charles Peter Lucania.
Edward Hobbs Luckett II.
Mark Gavin Ludvigson.
Lee Charles Ludwig.
Sean Thomas Logano.
Daniel Lugo.
Marie Lucas.
William Lum Jr.
Michael P. London.
Christopher E. Lunder.
Anthony Luparello.
Gary Frederick Lutnick.
Linda Ann Luzacone.
Alexander Ligon.
C.C. Lyles.
Farrell Peter Lynch.
James Francis Lynch.
James T. Lynch Jr.
Louise A. Lynch.
Michael Cameron Lynch.
Michael Francis Lynch.
Michael Francis Lynch.
Richard D. Lynch Jr.
And my brother, Christopher Michael Duffy. In just 23 short years, your tenacious spirit made such an impact on and off the field that they're naming a locker room after you at Fordham Prep. Today's all about you. You always had an eye for style. So I traded in my fire department uniform and got all dressed up in this nice suit, just for you. Time whizzes by, but so do the dragonflies. Keep buzzing over our tribe. All your friends and family love you and miss you every day.
And to my beautiful sister, Diane Teresa Signer, and our unborn child, the whole family misses you so much. Think about you every day. Should have a niece and nephew now, about 17 years old. Also, I want to mention my Aunt Gail. We love and miss you too. And God bless America.
Robert Henry Lynch Jr.
Sean P. Lynch.
Sean Patrick Lynch.
Terrence M. Lynch.
Michael J. Lyons.
Monica M. Lyons.
Naheeman Lyons IV.
Patrick John Lyons.
Robert Francis Mace.
Marianne McFarlane.
Jan Masijewski.
Susan A. McKay.
William Macco.
Catherine Fairfax McCrae.
Richard Blaine Madden.
Simon Madison.
Noel C. Myers.
Jenny M. Maffeo.
Joseph Maffeo.
J. Robert Magazine.
Brian McGee.
Charles W. McGee.
Joseph V. McGiddy.
Ronald Magnuson.
Daniel L. Mayer.
Thomas A. Mahan.
William J. Mahoney.
Joseph Daniel Mayo.
Linda C. Meyer Grayling.
Takahashi Maximoto,
Abdu Ali Malahi,
Deborah L. Maldonado,
Myrna T. Maldonado Agosto,
Alfred Russell Mailer,
Gregory James Malone,
Edward Francis Maloney III,
Joseph E. Maloney,
Jean Edward Malloy,
Christian H. Maltby,
Francisco Miguel Mancini,
and my father, fireman Dennis Scauso. There's not a day that goes by that we don't think of you. We love you.
and my sister Catherine Leeson Logadis. We miss you so much. I was so blessed to have you as a sister and a best friend, the most incredible feeling in my heart that I will cherish forever. And thank you for everybody that's serving, that's still serving, that has served, our fire department, our police department, first responders, everybody. God bless you and God bless us. Thank you.
Joseph Mangano,
Sarah Elizabeth Manley,
Deborah M. Mineta,
Marion Victoria Manning,
Terrence John Manning,
James Maunis,
Alfred Giles Pedro Joseph Manchando,
Joseph Ross Marchbanks Jr.,
Laura A. Marchese,
Hilda Marson,
Peter Edward Mordikian,
Edward Joseph Martovich,
Charles Joseph Morgiata,
Louis Neil Mariani,
Kenneth Joseph Marino,
Lester V. Marino,
Vida Marino,
Kevin D. Marlowe,
Jose Juan Marrero,
John Daniel Marshall,
Shelley A. Marshall,
James Martello,
Michael A. Marty,
Karen Ann Martin,
Peter C. Martin,
Teresa M. Martin,
William J. Martin Jr.,
Brian E. Martineau,
Betsy Martinez,
Edward J. Martinez,
Jose Angel Martinez Jr.,
Robert Gabriel Martinez,
Waleska Martinez,
Lizzie D. Martinez Calderon,
Paul Richard Martini,
Anne Marie Martino Kramer,
Joseph A. Mascali,
Bernard Mascarenas,
Stephen Frank Macy,
Ada L. Mason Acker,
and my brother, Dennis Michael Edwards, my brother and my friend.
and my brother, Chris Allingham. Chris, we love you always. We still miss you dearly. God bless America. Godspeed to the people in Florence's path down south. I hope you all stay well. And for Chris, I'd like to say, let's go, Giants. God bless.
Nicholas George Massa,
Patricia Ann Cremoli Messiah,
Michael Massaroli,
Philip William Masterini Jr.,
Rudy Mastrasinke,
Joseph Matea,
Charles William Mathers,
William A. Matheson,
Marcelo Matriciano,
Margaret Elaine Maddock,
Dean E. Matson,
Robert D. Matson,
Walter A. Matuza Jr.,
Timothy J. Maud,
Jill Maurer Campbell,
Charles A. Morrow Jr.,
Nancy T. Morrow,
Dorothy Morrow,
Renee A. May,
Robert J. Maxwell,
Keithroy Marcellus Maynard,
Tyrone May,
Kathy N. Mazza,
Robert J. Mayo,
Jennifer Lynn Mazzata,
Edward Mazzella Jr.,
James Joseph McCallery Jr.,
Karaya Mabaya,
Patricia Ann McCannany,
Brian Gerard Magliese,
John Kevin McAvoy,
Colin R. MacArthur,
Brendan F. McCabe,
Kenneth M. McBrea,
Thomas Joseph McCann,
Michael McCabe,
Kevin M. McCarthy,
Justin McCarthy.
And my father, Joseph Piscadlo, happy 65th birthday in heaven, Dad. We love and miss you more than ever.
Michael Desmond McCarthy, and my sister, Jane Ellen Baszler.
Robert G. McCarthy, Stanley McCaskill, Katie Marie McCloskey, Juliana Valentine McCourt, Ruth Magdalene McCourt, Charles Austin McCran, Tony L. F. McDay, Matthew T. McDermott, Joseph P. McDonald, Brian Grady McDonald, Michael P. McDonald, John F. McDowell, Jr., Eamon J. McEnany, John Thomas McCarlin, Jr., Daniel Francis McGinley, Mark Ryan McGinley, William E. McGinn, Thomas Henry McGinnis, Michael Gregory McGinty, Ann Walsh McGovern, Scott Martin McGovern, William J. McGovern, Stacy Senes McGowan, Francis Noel McGuinn, Thomas F. McGinnis Jr., Patrick J. McGuire, Thomas M. McHale, Keith David McAfee, Ann M. McHugh, Dennis J. McHugh III, Dennis P. McHugh, Michael Edward McHugh Jr., Robert G. McIlvaine, Donald James McIntyre, Stephanie Marie McKenna, Molly L. McKenzie, Barry J. McKeon, Evelyn C. McKinnedy, Daryl Laron McKinney, George Patrick McLaughlin Jr., and my brother, Gerard Patrick Schrang, FDNY Rescue 3, who along with the other first responders sacrificed his life to save others. May he and all who died on those tragic day, rest in peace. You live on in our memories. And my brother, Thomas Harold Bowden Jr., and friends, John Candela, Mike LaForte, and Sean Lynch. Tommy, we love you. We miss your crooked smile.
Robert C. McLaughlin Jr.,
Gavin McMahon,
Robert D. McMahon,
Edmund M. McNally,
Daniel Walker McNeil,
Walter Arthur McNeil,
Christine Sheila McNulty,
Sean Peter McNulty,
Robert William McPadden,
Terrence A. McShane,
Timothy Patrick McSweeney,
Martin E. McWilliams,
Rocco A. Medaglia,
Abigail Medina,
Anna Iris Medina,
Alok Damian Mehan,
William J. Meehan Jr.,
Alok Komar Mehta,
Raymond Meisenheimer,
Manuel Emilio Mejia,
Escadar Melacu,
Antonio Melendez,
Mary P. Melendez,
Christopher D. Mellon,
Yelena Melnichenko,
Stuart Todd Melter,
Diaralia Giovanna Mena,
Dora Marie Manchaga,
Charles R. Mendez,
Lisette Mendoza,
Siobhan Alicia Mentes,
Wolfgang Peter Menzel,
Steve John Mercado,
Wilfredo Mercado,
Wesley Mercer,
Ralph Joseph Mercurio,
Alan Harvey Merdinger,
George L. Marina,
Yamel
Josefina Marino,
George Mercors, and
my
hus-
brother, Joseph Michael Giacconi.
and my
He would
husband.
have been, he had a milestone birthday this year. We should have been having a great party. His daughter just announced her engagement. He should have been walking her down the aisle. 17 years means nothing. It's timeless and endless should have beens. We love you and miss you.
And my husband, Christopher Hugh Forsyth. Chris, the family misses you so much. Think of you every day, every single day. We love you.
Deborah Merrick.
Raymond Joseph Metz III.
Jill Ann Metzler.
David Robert Meyer.
Narul H. Miha.
William Edward Michuli.
Martin Paul Michaelstein.
Patricia E. Mickley.
Ronald D. Milam.
Peter Teague Milano.
Gregory Milanowicz.
Lucas Thomas Mileski.
Sharon Christina Milan.
Corey Peter Miller.
Craig J. Miller.
Douglas C. Miller.
Henry Alfred Miller Jr.
Joel Miller.
Michael Matthew Miller.
Nicole Carol Miller.
Philip D. Miller.
Robert Allen Miller.
Robert Cromwell Miller Jr.
Benny Millman.
Charles M. Mills Jr.
Ronald Keith Milstein.
Robert J. Manara.
William George Minardi.
Louis Joseph Mernavino.
Thomas Mingione.
Wilbert Mario.
Dominic N. Marikovich.
Rashish Arjan Murpuri.
Joseph D. Mishruli.
Susan J. Mishkowitz.
Paul Thomas Mitchell.
Richard P. Muccio.
Jeffrey Peter Ledenik.
Frank V. Mochier Sr.
Louis Joseph Modafferi.
And my husband, James E. Cove. The absence of your presence is reflected everywhere today. May your light shine forever in our hearts, and may you rest with all the 9/11 souls in God's peace always.
And my uncle, firefighter Brian Gerard McAleese. Uncle Brian, even though I never got the chance to meet you, I feel like I know you from all the stories that have been told. I'm always told I have your good looks, your sense of humor, taste in music, and my mom even tells me we sleep the same. Through your actions, you taught me to be brave and have no fear, even though you weren't here to tell me yourself. We will always love you, and I will never forget you.
Boy Mohammed.
Dennis Mojica.
Manuel D. Mojica Jr.
Claybear Ronaldo Molina.
Manuel de Jesus Molina.
Carl Molinaro.
Justin John Molisani Jr.
Brian Patrick Monaghan.
Franklin Monahan.
John Gerard Monahan.
Kristen Lee Montanaro.
Craig Montano.
Michael G. Montesi.
Carlos Alberto Montoya.
Antonio de Jesus Montoya Valdez.
Cheryl Ann Monyak.
Thomas Carlo Moody.
Sharon Moore.
Krishna V. Morthy.
Laura Lee DeFazio Morabito.
Abner Morales.
Carlos Manuel Morales.
Paula E. Morales.
Sonia Mercedes Morales Popolo.
Gerard P. Moran Jr.
John Christopher Moran.
John Michael Moran.
Kathleen Moran.
Lindsay Stapleton Morehouse.
George William Morell.
Stephen P. Morello.
Vincent S. Morello.
Yvette Nicole Moreno.
Dorothy Morgan.
Richard J. Morgan.
Nancy Morgenstern.
Sane Mori.
Blanca Robertina Morocho Morocho.
Lionel Geronimo Morocho Morocho.
Dennis Gerard Moroni.
And my aunt Gabriela Silvino Weissman, who unfortunately I was never able to meet, but my mom, grandfather, and grandmother have told me many great things about her throughout the years.
And my uncle, firefighter John G. Chapora, Engine 219. We only shared a little time together, and hearing stories about you makes me wish you were here to share all of life's experiences. But I know you're always with us. We love and miss you every day. Never stop smiling up there.
Lynn Irene Morris.
Odessa V. Morris.
Seth Allen Morris.
Steve Morris.
Christopher Martell Morrison.
Ferdinand V. Marone.
William David Muskell.
Brian A. Moss.
Marco Motroni.
Cynthia Motas Wilson.
Yuri Mochinsky.
Jude Joseph Musa.
Peter Motos.
Damian O'Neill Mowat.
Teddington H. Moy.
Christopher Michael Mazzillo.
Stephen Vincent Mulderry.
Richard T. Muldowney Jr.
Michael D. Mullen.
Dennis Michael Mulligan.
Peter James Mulligan.
Michael Joseph Mullen.
James Donald Munhall.
Nancy Muniz.
Francisco Haladio Munoz.
Carlos Mario Munoz.
Teresa Munson.
Robert Michael Morak.
Cesar Augusto Murillo.
Mark A. Marolo.
Brian Joseph Murphy.
Charles Anthony Murphy.
Christopher W. Murphy.
Edward Charles Murphy.
James F. Murphy.
James Thomas Murphy.
Kevin James Murphy.
Patrick Jude Murphy.
Patrick Sean Murphy.
Raymond E. Murphy.
And my cousin, John M. Pocher. I'm very proud and honored to be standing here before you today. John made friends wherever he went. He connected with everyone, young and not so young, on every subject imaginable. He always said, you don't have to be the smartest person, but it's important to be a well-rounded person. Current events, sports, pop culture, wine, fancy food, he knew a little about a lot. I am very grateful for this opportunity to remember him today, and I am proud to say his name before the world. Grieve not, nor speak of me with tears, but laugh and talk of me as if I were beside you, for I loved you so. 'Twas heaven here with you. Thank you.
And my grandfather, Ronald Carl Fazio Sr. You now have 4 grandchildren who never got the opportunity to meet you, but love you very much, and never go a day without thinking about you. We miss you, Grandpa.
Robert Eddie Murphy Jr.
John Joseph Murray.
John Joseph Murray.
Susan D. Murray.
Valerie Victoria Murray.
Richard Todd Myrie.
Louis J. Nackey II.
Robert B. Nagel.
Mildred Rose Nyman.
Sequoia Nakamura.
Alexander John Robert Napier.
Frank Joseph Naples III.
John Philip Napolitano.
Catherine Ann Nardello.
Mario Nardone Jr.,
Manika K. Narula,
Sean M. Nasani,
Narendra Nath,
Karen Susan Navarro,
Joseph M. Navis,
Francis Joseph Nazario,
Glenroy I. Neblet,
Raymond Marcus Niblet,
Jerome O. Ned,
Lawrence R. Nadell,
Luke G. Nee,
Pete Negron,
Lori Ann Nera,
Ann N. Nelson,
David William Nelson,
Ginger Risco Nelson,
James A. Nelson,
Michelle Ann Nelson,
Peter Allen Nelson,
Oscar Francis Nesbitt,
Gerard Terrence Nevins,
Renee Tetral Naval,
Christopher C. Newton,
Christopher Newton Carter,
Nancy U.N. Go,
and my cousin Martin Michael Borshevsky. Goog, there's so many moments over the last 17 years in this city I wish we could have experienced together. I remember your smile, your laugh, and even some of your riddles. But most importantly, know we love and miss you very much.
and my good friend, firefighter, Salvatore B. Calabro, Truck 101, a true hero who will always be missed, loved, and remembered.
Kang Niguk Nagoyan,
Jody Tepadino Nichilo,
Kathleen Ann Nicosia,
Martin Stewart Niederer,
Alphonse Joseph Niedermeyer,
Frank John Needstadt Jr.,
Gloria Nieves,
Juan Nieves Jr.,
Troy Edward Nilsson,
Paul Nimbley,
John Valentine Niven,
Catherine McGarry Nowak,
Curtis Terrence Noel,
Michael A. Noth,
Daniel R. Nolan,
Robert Walter Noonan,
Jacqueline June Norton,
Robert Grant Norton,
Daniela Rosalia Notaro,
Brian Christopher Novotny,
Soichi Numata,
Brian Nunez,
Jose Nunez,
Jeffrey Roger Nussbaum,
James A. Oakley,
Dennis Patrick Oberg,
James P. O'Brien Jr.,
Michael P. O'Brien,
Scott J. O'Brien,
Timothy Michael O'Brien,
Daniel O'Callahan,
Dennis James O'Connor Jr.,
Diana J. O'Connor,
Keith Kevin O'Connor,
Richard J. O'Connor,
Amy O'Doherty,
Marnie Pont O'Doherty,
Douglas E. Elschlager,
Takashi Ogawa,
Albert Ogletree,
and my father, union carpenter Raymond Eric Sanchez. You are deeply missed.
and my uncle, Patrick Joseph Busey. Though I only knew you for the first 10 years of my life, I learned a lot from the way you lived. To always put family first, to give generously, and when pulling off the ultimate prank, it's all in the timing. We miss you.
Philip Paul Ognebeni,
John A. Oganowski,
James Andrew O'Grady,
Joseph J. Ogren,
Thomas G. O'Hagan,
Samuel Otis,
Patrick J. O'Keefe,
William O'Keefe,
Gerald Michael Olcott,
Gerald Thomas O'Leary,
Christine Ann Olander.
Linda Mary Oliva.
Edward K. Oliver.
Leah Elizabeth Oliver.
Eric Taub Olson.
Jeffrey James Olson.
Barbara K. Olson.
Matthew Timothy O'Mahony.
Stephen John Olson.
Seamus O'Neill.
Toshihiro Onda.
Peter J. O'Neill Jr.
John P. O'Neill.
Betty Ann Ung.
Sean Gordon Corbett O'Neill.
Christopher T. Orgilowitz.
Michael C. Opperman.
Virginia Ann Ormiston.
Margaret Quinn Orlowski.
Kevin M. O'Rourke.
Ruben S. Ornado.
Peter Keith Ortali.
Ronald Orsini.
Jane Marie Orth.
Juan Ortega Campos.
David Ortiz.
Alexander Ortiz.
Pablo Ortiz.
Emilio Pete Ortiz. And my cousin, Sergeant Rodney C. Gillis, NYPD ESU Truck 8. We love and miss you, Rod.
And my uncle, Sean Edward Bowman Jr. We love you, we miss you, and although I never got to meet you, you still have a special place in my heart.
Paul Ortiz Jr.
Sonia Ortiz.
Masaru Osei.
Patrick J. O'Shea.
Robert William O'Shea.
Elsie Carolina Osorio Oliva.
James R. Ostrowski.
Timothy Franklin O'Sullivan.
Jason Douglas Oswald.
Firefighter Michael John Otten.
Isidro D. Ottenwalder.
Michael Chung U.
Todd Joseph Oida.
Jesus Ovales.
Peter J. Owens Jr.
Arianas Oyola.
Angel M. Babon Jr.
Israel Pebon Jr.
Rodlin Pacheco.
Michael Benjamin Packer.
Diana B. Padro.
Deepa Pakala.
Jeffrey Matthew Palazzo.
Thomas Palazzo.
Richard A. Paluzzo.
Battalion Chief Oreo Joseph Palmer.
Frank Anthony Palumbo.
Alan N. Palumbo.
Christopher Matthew Panettiere.
Dominique Lisa Pandolfo.
Jonas Martin Panic.
Firefighter Paul J. Pansini.
John M. Paolio.
Edward Joseph Papa.
Salvatore T. Papasso.
Firefighter James Nicholas Papa George.
Marie Papalardo.
Vinod Kumar Parakat.
Vijay Shankar Parasuthi.
Neetan Ramesh Parankar.
And my father, Firefighter Scott Larson.
And my father-in-law, Deputy Chief Ray Downey. 17 years ago, you made the ultimate sacrifice. Not a day goes by that you're not thought about, talked about, or remembered. You must be so proud of your 5 children and 15 grandchildren, and especially your wife, Rosalie, our rock. They have done so much to be sure that your name is carried on, and that everything you did within the community and the fire department is continued and improved upon. Continue to send the ladybugs as a reminder that you are always with us and watching over us. Watch over your son and the members of the USAR team that are headed to the Carolinas in preparation for the hurricanes. May the 343 firefighters, the police officers, and all the innocent victims of that dreadful day rest in peace. God bless our troops that continue to fight for our freedom.
Hardai Parvu.
James Wendell Parham.
Deborah Marie Paris.
George Paris.
Guy Hyung Park.
Philip Lacey Parker.
Michael Elaine Parks.
Robert E. Parks Jr.
Hashmukh C. Parmar.
Robert Paro.
Diane Marie Parsons.
Leobardo Lopez Pascual,
Michael J. Pascuma Jr.,
Gerald Hughes Paskins,
Horace Robert Passananti,
Suzanne H. Passaro,
Avnish Ramanbhai Patel,
Dipti Patel,
Manish Patel,
Stephen Bennett Patterson,
James Matthew Patrick,
Manuel D. Petrosino,
Bernard E. Patterson,
Clifford L. Patterson Jr.,
Sierra Marie Patty,
Robert E. Pattison,
James Robert Paul,
Patrice Paz,
Victor Hugo Paz,
Stacy Lynn Peak,
Richard Allen Perlman,
Darrell V. Pearsall Jr.,
Thomas Nicholas Pecorelli,
Thomas Pedicini,
Todd Douglas Polino,
Mike Adrian Pelletier,
Anthony G. Peluso,
Angel R. Pena,
Robert Penninger,
Richard Al Penny,
and my uncle, Norman Scott Rossnow, who I never got the chance to meet. Because I'm named after my uncle, I convinced myself when I was younger that I was exactly like him. My favorite color was green, I loved to cook, and do the same things he liked to do. After hearing continuous stories told by my family, I've grown up knowing what a kind, compassionate, and caring person he was, and it makes me mad, sad, and confused that such a terrible thing could happen to such an amazing person. I love you so much, Uncle Norman. Every day I live in your memory, and I hope I make you proud.
and my uncle, Port Authority Police Officer Clinton Davis. I never got to meet you, but I know we all love and miss you, and you will never be forgotten.
Salvatore F. Pepe,
Carl Allen B. Peralta,
Robert David Peraza,
John A. Perconti Jr.,
Alejo Perez,
Angel Perez Jr.,
Angela Susan Perez,
Anthony Perez,
Ivan Antonio Perez,
Nancy E. Perez,
Barry Berenson Perkins,
Joseph John Peroncino,
Edward J. Perata,
Imelda H. Perry,
Glenn C. Perry Sr.,
John William Perry,
Franklin Allen Pershep,
Danny Pensy,
Michael John Pescherine,
David N. Peterson,
Donald Arthur Peterson,
Jean Hoadley Peterson,
William Russell Peterson,
Mark James Petrocelli,
Philip Scott Petty,
Glenn Karen Pettit,
Dominic A. Pezzulo,
Kylene Elizabeth Pizzuti,
Kevin J. Pfeiffer,
Tu Ann Pham,
Kenneth John Phelan Sr.,
Snee Ann Phillip,
Eugenia McCann Piantieri,
Ludwig John Picaro,
Matthew Picerno,
Joseph O. Pick,
Christopher J. Pickford,
Dennis J. Pierce,
Bernard Petronico,
Nicholas P. Petronti,
and my uncle, Port Authority Police Officer Walwyn Wellington Stewart Jr. You were brave, strong, and a hero to many. Continue to be our angel and watch over us. We love you and we miss you.
And my uncle, Pedro Francisco Checo. Theo Frankie, we miss you. We love you. You will never be forgotten. We will miss you and we'll get to heaven. Thank you.
Theodoros Pigus,
Susan Elizabeth Pinto,
Joseph Piscadlo,
Christopher Todd Pittman,
Joshua Michael Piver,
Robert R. Plager III,
Zandra F. Plager,
Joseph Plumatalo,
John M. Pocher,
William Howard Holman,
Lawrence Michael Pollich,
Thomas H. Polhamus,
Steve Policino,
Susan M. Polio,
Darren H. Pontel,
Joshua Iusa Poptine,
Giovanna Porras,
Anthony Portillo,
James Edward Patorti,
Daphne Poletsis,
Richard N. Polis,
Stephen Emmanuel Polis,
Brandon Jerome Powell,
Scott Allen Powell,
Sean Edward Powell,
Antonio Dorset Pratt,
Gregory M. Preziote,
Wanda Evelise Prince,
Vincent A. Princiota,
Kevin M. Pryor,
Everett Martin Proctor III,
Carrie Beth Progen,
David Lee Prume,
Richard A. Prunty,
John Foster Puckett,
Robert David Pugliese,
Edward F. Pullis,
Patricia Ann Puma,
Jack D. Punches,
Hemanth Kumar Putor,
and my father, Police Officer Paul Talty, Emergency Service Chuck 10. We love and miss you always.
and my sister, Maureen Lyons Olson. We all love you and miss you, and your granddaughter is beautiful. She turned 4 last month. God bless.
Joseph Pisior, Edward Picon, Christopher Quackenbush, Lars Peter Colburn, Lincoln Quap, Beth Anthony Quigley, Patrick J. Quigley IV, Michael T. Quigley, James Francis Quinn, Ricardo Jane Quinn, Carol Millicent Rabelais, Christopher Peter Anthony Racasnifo, Leonard Regalia, Eugene J. Raggio, Laura Marie Regonisi Snick, Michael Paul Ragusa, Peter Frank Raimondi, Harry A. Rains, Lisa Rains, Ehtisham Raja, Valsa Raju, Edward Roll, Lucas Rambusek, Maria Ramirez, Harry Ramos, Vishnu Ramsarup, Deborah A. Ramsauer, Lorenza Ramsey, Alfred Todd Renke, Adam David Rand, Jonathan C. Randall, Shreyas S. Ranganath, Ann T. Ransom, Fanny Rappaport, Rhonda Sue Rasmussen, Robert A. Rasmussen, Aminia Rasool, R. K. Raswheeler, Marsha Ratchford, David Allen James Ratke, and my youngest sister Nasima H. Simji. Ami and you are always in our thoughts and prayers, and we all miss you. And my daughter Nasima H. Simji. God bless all the victims, and God bless America. Always great America.
William Ralph Robb,
Gerard F. Rousey,
Alexi Rosolfi,
Gregory Rita,
Sarah Ann Redheffer,
Michelle Marie Reed,
Judith Ann Reese,
Donald J. Regan,
Robert M. Regan,
Thomas Michael Regan,
Christian Michael Otto Reinhardt,
Howard Reich,
Greg Reedy,
James Brian Riley,
Kevin O. Riley,
Timothy E. Riley,
Joseph Rena Jr.,
Thomas Barnes Reinig.
Frank Bennett Reisman.
Joshua Scott Reese.
Karen Renda.
John Armand Rio.
Richard Cyril Riscolo.
John Thomas Resta.
Silva San Pio Rista.
Martha M. Reski.
David E. Ritek.
Todd H. Rubin.
Luis Colodo Rivera Mier.
Ed Uvigas Reyes Jr.
Bruce Albert Reynolds.
John Frederick Rhodes.
Francis Severio Ricardelli.
Rudolph N. Riccio.
Anne Marie Ricoboni.
David Harlow Rice.
Eileen Mary Rice.
Kenneth Frederick Rice III.
Cecilia E. Richard.
Vernon Allen Richard.
And my beloved sister, Siobhan Alicia Mentis. You're always loved, never forgotten, forever missed by your family and friends, especially our mom, Myrtle Bazil. Continue to rest in eternal peace and continue to watch over us and be our guardian angel. We love you.
And my sister Judith Florence Hoffmiller. God bless you, Judy, my loving sister. We miss you and love you, especially your son, David. God bless everyone trying to keep America safe. God bless America.
Claude Daniel Richards.
Gregory David Richards.
Michael Richards.
Venetia Orentia Richards.
Jimmy Richards.
Alan J. Richmond.
John M. Rigo.
Frederick Charles Remley III.
Joseph R. Ravelli.
Moises N. Rivas.
Isaias Rivera.
Carmen Alicia Rivera.
Linda Evelise Rivera.
Juan William Rivera.
Joseph R. Reverso.
David E. Rivers.
John Frank Rizzo.
Paul V. Ritza.
Joseph Roberto.
Stephen Louis Roach.
Michael E. Roberts.
Leo Arthur Roberts.
Donald Walter Robertson Jr.
Michael Edward Roberts.
Michelle Lee Jean Robotin.
Jeffrey Robinson.
Antonio Rocha.
Donald Arthur Robson.
Laura Rockefeller.
Raymond James Rocha.
Antonio Jose Rodriguez.
John Michael Rodak.
Carmen Milagros Rodriguez.
Anthony Rodriguez.
Marsha A. Rodriguez.
Gregory E. Rodriguez.
Richard Rodriguez. And my loving brother, Christopher Samuel Epps. It has been 17 years, and this day of remembrance still continues. You are a void in our lives, and it will never be filled. My hope today that the United States of America, as well as this world, come together in peace and harmony. My hope is that discrimination, hatred, and bigotry will cease and we all would come together and love. Thank you.
Myra Valdez Rodriguez. David Bartolo Rodriguez Vargas. And my uncle, Christopher Samuel Epps. I love you, I miss you, I hope I've made you proud. I know we're not greatly proud of the world we live in today, but we all can make it better. We can do better together. We love you, and I hope that you enjoyed your birthday last month. You're 46 now. You were taken away at 26. So I'm just grateful.
I would like to give a shout out to the Russo family. We love you.
We
The
love you,
Russo family,
Russos.
Wayne Russo, my brother's co-worker. Thank you.
Matthew Rogan.
Jean Desrahan Rogier.
Carly Rogers.
Scott William Ronner.
Keith Michael Roma.
Joseph M. Romagnolo.
Efren Romero Sr.
Elvin Romero.
James A. Romito.
Sean Paul Rooney.
Eric Thomas Ropata.
Aida Rosario.
Angela Rosario.
Mark H. Rosen.
Brooke David Rosenbaum.
Linda Rosenbaum.
Cheryl Lynn Rosenbaum.
Lloyd Daniel Rosenberg.
Mark Lewis Rosenberg.
Andrew Ira Rosenblum.
Joshua M. Rosenblum.
Joshua Allen Rosenthal.
Richard David Rosenthal.
Philip Martin Rosenzweig.
Daniel Rossetti.
Richard Barry Ross.
Norman S. Rosenau.
Nicholas P. Rosamondo.
Michael Greg Rothberg.
Donna Marie Rothenberg.
Mark David Rothenberg.
James Michael Rue.
Nicholas Charles Alexander Rowe.
Edward V. Rowenhorst.
Judy Rowlett.
Timothy Allen Roy Sr.
Paul G. Ruback.
Ronald J. Rubin.
Joanne Rubino.
David M. Ruddle.
And my uncle Isidro Altenwalder, we miss you dearly, love you, rest in peace, and God bless America.
And my father, Siwong Shum. It's been a while. I've finished school, I've started working. Mom and sister are doing well. I hope you'd be proud if you were here.
Bart Joseph Ruggieri.
Susan A. Ruggiero.
Adam Keith Ruelta.
Gilbert Ruiz.
Robert E. Russell.
Stephen P. Russell.
Stephen Harris Rusin.
Michael Thomas Russo Sr.
Wayne Allen Russo.
William R. Ruth.
Edward Ryan.
John Joseph Ryan.
Jonathan Stephen Ryan.
Matthew L. Ryan.
Tatiana Roy Jova.
Christina Sunga Ryuk.
Tiara Sadia.
Jason Elazar Sabag.
Thomas E. Sabella.
Scott H. Saber.
Charles E. Sabin Sr.
Joseph Francis Sacerdote.
Jessica Lee Sachs.
Francis John Sadosha.
Jude Elias Safi.
Brock Joel Safranoff.
Edward Said.
John Patrick Salamone,
Marjorie C. Salamone,
Hernando Rafael Salas,
Juan G. Salas,
Esmerlin Antonio Salcedo,
John Pepe Solano,
Rama Sali and her unborn child,
Richard L. Solandri, Jr.,
Wayne John Solomon,
Norbert Solomon,
Catherine Patricia Salter,
Frank G. Salvatore,
Paul Richard Salvio,
and to my brother Rudolph Riccio, Rudy, you are my hero. You will never be forgotten. God bless you.
and my brother Gerard Rousey. We love you so much. You've been an awesome brother, friend. We miss you every day. You will always be on my mind, in my heart, and in my soul. Keep watching over us, my dear, amazing brother, and remembering all those who lost their lives and whose spirit shines in the darkness.
Samuel Robert Salvo Jr.,
Carlos Alberto Samaniego,
John P. Sammartino,
James Kenneth Samuel Jr.,
Michael San Philip,
Hugo M. Sene,
Alva Cynthia Jeffrey Sanchez,
Jacqueline Patrice Sanchez,
Jesus Sanchez,
Raymond Sanchez,
Eric M. Sand,
Stacy Lee Sanders,
Herman S. Sandler,
Jim Sands Jr.,
Eileen J. Santiago,
Kirsten Reese Santiago,
Maria Teresa Concepcion Santillan,
Susan Gail Santo,
Christopher A. Santora,
John August Santore,
Mario L. Santoro,
Rafael Humberto Santos,
Rufino C.F. Santos III,
Victor J. Saraceni,
Kalyan K. Sakar,
Chappelle Renee Stewart Sarker,
Paul F. Sorrell,
Deepika Kumar Sataluri,
Gregory Thomas Saucedo,
Susan M. Sauer,
Anthony Savas,
Vladimir Savinkin,
John Michael Sparbaro,
David M. Scales,
Robert Louis Scandol,
Michelle Scarpita,
Dennis Scouso,
John Albert Shart,
John G. Scharf,
Fred C. Sheffield Jr.,
Angela Susan Scheinberg,
Scott Mitchell Schertzer,
Sean Schilke,
Stephen Francis Schlag,
Robert A. Schlegel,
John Schlissel,
Karen Helen Schmidt,
Ian Schneider,
Thomas G. Scholes,
Frank G. Schott Jr.,
Jared Patrick Schrang,
Jeffrey H. Schreier,
John T. Schroeder,
Susan Lee Schuler,
Edward W. Shunk,
Mark Evan Schermeyer,
John Burkhart Schwartz,
Mark Schwartz,
Adrienne Victoria Scavetta,
Raphael Skorka,
and my uncle, Donnie Robertson Jr. We all love you. We all miss you every day. Let's go Rangers.
and my husband and father of our 3 children, Stephen Francis Schlag. You inspire us to make each day 88 and sunny.
Janice M. Scott,
Randolph Scott,
Christopher J. Scudder,
Arthur Warren Scullin,
Michael H. Seaman,
Margaret M. Seeliger,
Anthony Sagara,
Carlos Segarra,
Jason M. Sexer,
Matthew Carmen Celito,
Michael L. Selvis,
Howard Selwyn,
Larry John Senko,
Arturo Angelo Serrano,
Frankie Serrano,
Marion H. Serva,
Alana Sesanova,
Adele Christine Sessa,
Sita Nirmala Sunarin,
Karen Lynn Seymour,
Davis Greer Cessna Jr.,
Thomas Joseph Scroy,
J.S. Shantalal Shah,
Khalid M. Shahid,
Muhammad Shahjahan,
Gary Shamai,
Earl Richard Shanahan,
Dan F. Scheinauer,
Neil G. Shastri,
Catherine Ann Shatzoff,
Barbara A. Shaw,
Jeffrey James Shaw,
Robert John Shea Jr.,
Daniel James Shea,
Joseph Patrick Shea,
Kathleen Shearer,
Robert M. Shearer,
Linda June Sheehan,
Hagay Sheffy,
Antoinette M. Sherman,
John Anthony Sherry,
Atsushi Shiratori,
Thomas Joseph Schubert,
Mark Schulman,
C. Wong Shum,
Alan Abraham Schwartzstein,
Claren Chiel Siegel Shorts,
Joanna Sigmund,
Diane T. Signer,
Gregory Sikorsky,
Stephen Gerard Siller,
David Silver,
Craig A. Silverstein,
Nashima H. Shimji,
Bruce Edward Simmons,
Diane M. Simmons,
Donald D. Simmons,
George W. Simmons,
Arthur Simon,
Kenneth Allen Simon,
and my uncle, Mark A. Marolo. My mom misses you, and I wish I got to know you.
and the heart of my family, Brooklyn FDNY, Ladder 118, proud son of Puerto Rico and the great city of New York. My big brother, Peter Anthony Vega. PD, 36 years wasn't enough time. We miss you greatly. Ruby deserved to have her dad around. We deserve to have you in our life more, but having you as my big brother was a gift. And speaking on behalf of everybody left behind, we love you, we miss you, we'll see you in a better place one day. And mom and dad watching at home, love you.
Michael J. Simon,
Paul Joseph Simon,
Marianne LaCorey Simone,
Barry Simowitz,
Jane Louise Simpkin,
Jeff Lyle Simpson,
Cheryl D. Sincott,
Kamlade Kami Singh,
Roshan Romesh Singh,
Thomas E. Sinton III,
Peter A. Syracuse,
Muriel F. Siskopoulos,
Joseph Michael Sisolak,
John P. Scala,
Francis Joseph Skidmore Jr.,
Toyena Corliss Skinner,
Paul Albert Krasipek,
Christopher Paul Slattery,
Vincent Robert Slavin,
Robert F. Sliwak,
Paul Kenneth Sloan,
Stanley S. Smagala Jr.,
Wendy L. Small,
Greg H. Smallwood,
Catherine T. Smith,
Daniel Lawrence Smith,
Gary F. Smith,
George Eric Smith,
Heather Lee Smith,
James Gregory Smith,
Jeffrey R. Smith,
Joyce Patricia Smith,
Carl T. Smith Sr.,
Kevin Joseph Smith,
Leon Smith Jr.,
Moira Ann Smith,
Monica Rodriguez Smith,
Rosemary A. Smith,
Bonnie Shihade Smithwick,
Rochelle Monique Snell,
Christine Ann Snyder,
Diane Bullis Snyder,
Leonard J. Snyder Jr.,
Astrid Elizabeth Sohan,
Cecile S. Solanke,
Ruben Solares,
Naomi Leah Solomon,
Daniel W. Song,
Marae Ray Sopper,
Michael Charles Ceresi,
Fabian Soto,
Timothy Patrick Sulas,
Gregory Thomas Spagaletti,
Donald F. Spampanato Jr.,
Thomas Sparaccio,
John Anthony Spataro,
Robert W. Spear Jr.,
Robert Spiceman,
Maynard F. Spencer Jr., and my brother, Christopher Epps. Christopher, it's been 17 years, and this is my first time standing here expressing how hard it's been for me and our family. Missing you is an understatement. We never got to see you get married or have any children or something simple as playing with the Xbox or talking on an iPhone. Even our first black president. Christopher, you were our little brother who lived big, laughed big, and loved even bigger. 17 years has passed, but you have stayed cemented in the way we live and the way we put God first in our lives. And we will never stop loving and missing you. People say, why do you stand here year after year? Because soldiers are still dying for our freedom. First responders are still dying and being ill. And the people who work to live around there are still being sick. We can't forget. Life won't let us forget. God bless us all, and God bless America that's never ever stopped being great. Your last name?
George Edward Spencer III, and my father, Eamon J. McEnany. We love you and we miss you every day.
Robert Andrew Spencer,
Mary Rabina Sperando,
Frank Spinelli,
William E. Spitz,
Joseph Patrick Spoor Jr.,
Klaus Johannes Sprachkamp,
Saranya Sinuwan,
Fitzroy St. Rose,
Michael F. Stabile,
Lawrence T. Stack,
Timothy M. Stackpole,
Richard James Stadelberger,
Eric Adam Stallman,
Gregory Stajic,
Alexandru Livu Stan,
Karina Stan,
Mary Dominica Stanley,
Anthony Starita,
Jeffrey Stark,
Derek James Stakavicius,
Patricia J. Statz,
Craig William Staub,
William V. Steckman,
Eric Thomas Steen,
William R. Steiner,
Alexander Robbins Steinman,
Edna L. Stevens,
Andrew Sturgiopoulos,
Andrew J. Stern,
Norma Lang Stewarley,
Martha Jane Stevens,
Michael James Stewart,
Richard H. Stewart Jr.,
Sanford M. Stoller,
Douglas Joel Stone,
Lonnie J. Stone,
Jimmy Novell Story,
Timothy Stout,
Thomas Strata,
James J. Strain Jr.,
Edward W. Straub,
George J. Strauch Jr.,
Edward Thomas Strauss,
Stephen R. Strauss,
Larry L. Strickland,
Stephen S. Strobert,
Walwyn Wellington Stewart Jr.,
Benjamin Suarez,
David Scott Suarez,
Ramon Suarez,
Dino Xavier Suarez Ramirez,
Yoichi Sumiyama Sugiyama,
William Christopher Shugra,
Daniel Thomas Sewer,
David Mark Sullins,
Christopher P. Sullivan,
Patrick Sullivan,
Thomas G. Sullivan,
Hilroy Sorano Sumaya Jr.,
James Joseph Suarzo,
and my brother, Bart Joseph Ruggieri. What are you doing, Bart? We know you're looking over us every day because a day doesn't go by that we don't think about you and wish you were here. We'll raise a glass in your memory today and another toast next month, which would have been your 50th birthday. We love you.
and to my uncle Thomas Joseph Collins, whom my brother is named after, and whom we miss dearly.
Colleen M. Supinski,
Robert Sutcliffe,
Celine Sutter,
Claudia Suzette Sutton,
John Francis Swain,
Christine M. Swearson,
Brian David Sweeney,
Brian Edward Sweetie,
Madeline Amy Sweeney,
Kenneth J. Swenson,
Thomas F. Swift,
Derek Ogilvy Sword,
Kevin Thomas Sozik,
Gina Steinberg,
Norbert P. Zakowski,
Harry Tabak,
Joanne C. Tabik,
Norma C. Today,
Michael Tadonio,
Kaishiro Takahashi,
KG Takahashi,
Phyllis Gale Talbot,
Robert R. Talhami,
John Talignani,
Firefighter Sean Patrick Talon, Ladder 10,
Paul Tolte,
Morita Tam,
Rachel Tamares,
Hector Rogan Tamayo,
Michael Andrew Tamaccio,
Kenichiro Tanaka,
Rondell Cherie Tankard,
Michael Anthony Tanner,
Dennis Gerard Taramina Jr.,
Kenneth Joseph Tarantino,
Alan Tarasevich,
Michael C. Thoreau,
Ronald Tartaro,
Deborah Tavalarella,
Daryl Anthony Taylor,
Donnie Brooks Taylor,
Hilda E. Taylor,
Kip P. Taylor,
Leonard E. Taylor,
Larissa Salon Taylor,
Michael Morgan Taylor,
Sandra C. Taylor,
Sandra Dawn Teague,
Carl W. Teepee,
Paul A. Techmeyer,
Yeshivant Morishwa Tembe,
Anthony Tempesta,
Dorothy Pearl Temple,
Stanley L. Temple,
David Gustav Peter Tengelin,
Brian John Terenzi,
Lisa Marie Terry,
Gumati Thakardeen,
Harshad Sham Thateh,
Michael Theodoridis,
and my brother, Lieutenant Philip Scott Petty of the New York City Fire Department, Ladder 12. We love and miss you tremendously, Phil. Not a day goes by that you aren't thought of, spoken about, and prayed for. We never get tired of hearing or telling stories about you. Forever in our hearts isn't a phrase, written on your headstone, but it's how you will live on in our lives until the day we die. I love you, Phil. I'll talk to you later.
And my cousin, Maria Isabel Ramirez. It's been 17 years. We love you. We miss you. God bless America.
Thomas F. Thurkoff, Jr.
Leslie Ann Thomas.
Brian Thomas Thompson.
Clive Ian Thompson.
Glenn Thompson.
Nigel Bruce Thompson.
Perry A. Thompson.
Vanova Alexi Thompson.
William H. Thompson.
Eric Raymond Thorpe.
Nicola Angela Thorpe.
Tamara C. Thurman.
Sal Edward Thierry, Jr.
John Patrick Tierney.
Mary Ellen Tiesi.
William Randolph Tista.
Kenneth Tejan.
Stephen Edward Ty.
Scott Charles Timmis.
Michael E. Tinley.
Jennifer M. Tino.
Robert Frank Topaldi.
John James Tipping II.
David Torado.
Hector Luis Torado, Jr.
Michelle Lee Titolo.
Alicia Nicole Titus.
John J. Tobin.
Richard J. Todisco.
Otis V. Tolbert.
Vladimir Tomasevich.
Stephen Kevin Thompson.
Thomas Tong.
Doris Torres.
Luis Eduardo Torres.
Amy Elizabeth Toyin.
Christopher Michael Traina.
Daniel Patrick Trant.
Abdul Kareem Traore.
Glenn J. Travers Sr.
Walter Philip Travers.
Felicia Vet Trailer Bass.
James Anthony Trentini.
Mary Barbara Trentini.
Lisa L. Treratola.
Kuramo Baba Trera.
Michael Angel Trinidad.
Francis Joseph Trombino.
Gregory James Trost.
Willie Q. Troy.
William P. Slepis, Jr.
Zanetta Valentinovna Soy.
Michael Patrick Tucker.
Lance Richard Tumulty.
Ching Ping Tung.
Simon James Turner.
Donald Joseph Tuzio.
Robert T. Toomey.
Jennifer Lynn Semis.
John G. Yultzhofer.
And my Uncle Bernard Petronico. I hope to one day be able to say that I have positively impacted as many people as you did. We love you, and we miss you.
And my father, firefighter Michael John Otten. We miss your infectious smile and bigger-than-life personality. I hope we are making you proud. Please continue to watch over us. We will never forget. God bless America.
Tyler Victor Ugelin.
Michael A. Uliano.
Jonathan J. Uman.
Anil Shifari Umakar.
Alan V. Upton.
Diane Mary Urban.
John Damian Vacaccio.
Bradley Hodges Vadas.
William Valcarcel.
Felix Antonio Vale,
Ivan Vale.
Benito Valentin,
Santos Valentin Jr.
Carlton Francis Valvor II,
Pendiala Vamsikrishna.
Erica H. Van Acker,
Kenneth W. Van Auken.
R. Bruce Van Hine,
Daniel M. Van Laer.
Edward Raymond Vanacore,
John Charles Vandevander.
Frederick T. Barashi,
Gopalakrishnan Varadhan.
David Vargas,
Scott C. Vassell.
Asael Ismael Vasquez,
Ronald J. Volk.
Archangel Vasquez,
Santos Vasquez.
Peter Vegas,
Sankara Sastry Velamuri.
Jorge Velasquez,
Lawrence G. Velling.
Anthony Mark Ventura,
David Vera.
Loretta Ann Vero,
Christopher James Villalonga.
Matthew Gilbert Viana,
Robert Anthony Vicario.
Celeste Torres Victoria,
Joanna Vidal.
John T. Vigiano II,
Joseph Vincent Vigiano.
Frank J. Vignola Jr.,
Joseph Barry Villardo.
Claribel Villalobos Hernandez,
Sergio Gabriel Villanueva.
Chantal Vincelli,
Melissa Renee Vincent.
Francine Ann Virgilio,
Lawrence Virgilio.
Joseph Gerald Viciano,
Joshua S. Fatale.
Maria Percoco Vola,
Lynette D. Vosky.
Garo H. Voskeriajan,
Alfred Anton Vacosa.
Gregory Kamal Bruno Wadler,
Karen J. Wagner.
Mary Alice Wallstrom,
And my uncle, firefighter Joseph Patrick Henry, ladder 21. Joey, I can't believe it's been 17 years. Our family loved and misses you tremendously. Please keep looking over us. God bless America.
and to my father, Joseph Amatusho. Daddy, it has been 17 years, and the fact that you're no longer here, still feels fills my heart with a lot of sadness and pain. And that is something that's never gonna go away. You were the dream, and you were my dream, but that dream was taken from me. And it hurt so much that because of that, I never got to meet you, laugh with you, cry with you, or smile with you. Yeah. Only God knows what I would do when it came to being able to at least have a second to hug you. This year have not been easy for me, but I know that you are always there, keeping me strong and watching over me and reminding me that I am not alone. One good thing that happened this year, and I know that was you that made that possible, and I thank you for that. I'm not perfect, and I promise I will make you proud. I love you so much, Daddy, and always will.
Honor Elizabeth Wyneel.
Gabriella Sylvina Waisman.
Wendy Alice Rosario Wakeford.
Courtney Wainsworth Walcott.
Victor Wald.
Kenneth E. Waldy.
Benjamin James Walker.
Glenn Wall.
Mitchell Scott Wallace.
Peter Guider Wallace.
Robert Francis Wallace.
Roy Michael Wallace.
Jean Marie Wallendorf.
Matthew Blake Wallens.
Meta L. Waller.
John Wallace Jr.
Barbara P. Walsh.
Jim Walsh.
Jeffrey P. Walls.
Ching Wang.
Wybin Wang.
Michael Warcola.
Stephen Gordon Ward.
Timothy Ray Ward.
James A. Waring.
Brian G. Warner.
Derek Christopher Washington.
Charles Waters.
James Thomas Waters Jr.
Patrick J. Waters.
Kenneth Thomas Watson.
Michael Henry Way.
Todd Christopher Weaver.
Walter Edward Weaver.
Nathaniel Webb.
Dinah Webster.
William Michael Weems.
Joanne Flora Weil.
Michael T. Weinberg.
Stephen Weinberg.
Scott Jeffrey Weingard.
Stephen George Weinstein.
Simon Weisier.
David M. Weiss.
David Thomas Weiss.
Chin Sunpak Wells.
Vincent Michael Wells.
Deborah Jacob Welsh.
Timothy Matthew Welty.
Christian Hans Rudolph Wemmers.
Su Hui Wen.
John Joseph Wenkus.
Ola D. Wengerchuk.
Peter M. West.
Whitfield West Jr.
Meredith Lynn Whalen.
Eugene Michael Whalen.
Adam S. White.
Edward James White III.
James Patrick White.
And my Aunt Lucia Crafasi, who was a truly amazing woman, and even though I never got to meet her, I will always hold the memories in my heart that I was the niece that she was always going to meet. Please keep watching over me, my sister, to Maria, Uncle Frank, and the rest of the family. We love you and miss you.
And my cousin, Ferdinand V. Marone, Superintendent of the Port Authority Police, who ran in to save others, making the ultimate sacrifice. I love hearing about you from those who worked by your side and from family who miss you dearly. You touched all of our lives with laughter and love. You were larger than life, and we will always remember your strength and kindness. That's from Christina and Tina. We honor you today and every day. We love you always. In valor, there is hope. God bless America.
John Sylvester White.
Kenneth Wilburn White, Jr.
Leonard Anthony White.
Melissa Y. White.
Maudlin A. White.
Sandra L. White.
Wayne White.
Leanne Marie Whiteside.
Mark P. Whitford.
Leslie A. Whittington.
Michael T. Holy.
Mary Lenz Wyman.
Jeffrey David Wiener.
William J. Wick.
Allison Marie Wildman.
Glenn E. Wilkinson.
Ernest M. Wilshire.
John Charles Willett.
Brian Patrick Williams.
Candace Lee Williams.
Crossley Richard Williams, Jr.
David J. Williams.
David Lucian Williams.
Debbie L. Williams.
Dwayne Williams.
Kevin Michael Williams.
Louis Anthony Williams.
Louis Calvin Williams III.
John P. Williamson.
Donna Ann Wilson.
William Eben Wilson.
David Harold Winton.
Glenn J. Winnock.
Thomas Francis Wise.
Alan L. Wisniewski.
Frank Paul Wisniewski.
David Wiswall.
Sigrid Charlotte Wiswy.
Michael R. Wittenstein.
Christopher M. Woodenshink.
Martin Phillips Wolforth.
Catherine Susan Wolf.
Jennifer Yen Wong.
Su Cheng Steve Wong.
Yin Ping Wong.
Yuk Ping Wong.
Brent James Woodall.
James John Woods.
Marvin Roger Woods.
Patrick J. Woods.
Richard Heron Woodwell.
David Terrence Woolley.
John Bentley Works.
Martin Michael Wortley.
Rodney James Watton.
William Wren, retired.
John W. Wright Jr.
Neil Robin Wright.
Sandra Lee Wright.
Jupiter Yambem.
And my beloved, amazing uncle and godfather, Police Officer Santos Valentin Jr. of the NYPD Emergency Services Unit, truck number 7. One of the first on the scene. To our hero and inspiration, not a day goes by that you are not in our hearts and thoughts, Uncle Papo. We miss you. Our family will always honor and treasure your name and keep your happy, hilarious, and loving memories of you alive. I know you and Grampy are having a bud and playing dominoes in heaven and watching over us. We love you so very much. Until we meet again.
And my brother, Brian Joseph Murphy. It's been too long. We miss you, we love you. Judy, Melissa, Cindy are here. The girls, Jesse and Layla, Callahan are at school. Everyone is doing well. We love you.
John D. Yemnicki Sr., Suresh Yanamadala, Vicky Yancey, Shu Yin Yang, Matthew David Yarnell, Myrna Yaskolka, Shakila Yasmin, Olabisi Shadi Lieni Yi, Kevin W. Yoakum, Edward P. York, Kevin Patrick York, Raymond R. York, Suzanne Martha Humans, Barrington Leroy Young Jr., Donald MacArthur Young, Edmund G. Young Jr., Jacqueline Young, Lisa L. Young, Elkin Yuen, Joseph C. Zaccoli, Adele Agabi Zachary, Arkady Zaltzman, Edwin J. Zambrana Jr., Robert Allen Zampieri, Mark Zengrilli, Christopher R. Zarba Jr., Ira Zaslow, Kenneth Albert Zellman, Abraham J. Zelmanowitz, Martin Morales Saint-Paul Tecatel, Jay Zhang, Mark Scott Zeppelin, Jay Yao Justin Zhao, Yu Guang Zhang, Evelyn Zeminski, Michael Joseph Zinzi, Charles Allen Zion, Julie Lynn Zipper, Salvatore J. Ziza, Procopios Paul Zois, Joseph J. Zukala, Andrew Steven Zucker, Igor Zukoman, and our grandmother Muriel F. Siskopoulos, who even though we never had a chance to meet, we know she would have been the best grandma in the world.
Robert J. Fairwalter.
Garnet Ace Bailey.
Tatiana Bakalinskaya.
Wayner Terriel Davis.
Vincent Gerard Halloran.
Felicia Hamilton.
Christopher James Hanley.
Emmerich Harvey,
Jennifer L. Howie,
Amy R. King,
Karen Joyce Klitzman,
Eugenie Nyazev,
Christopher Randall Larrabee,
Charles J. Morrow,
Michael Desmond McCarthy,
Maureen Lyons Olson,
Rose Mary Rizzo,